let's speak English today. I love so that we can be inclusive to everybody. Hey man, hey, let's go ahead and start the show. Hey, watu wangu ni aje? Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Kenyan American Home. The Kenyan American TV, and today we have an awesome session today, and I have somebody that that I really respect, and I respect the work that he does, and he's been involved in the DV lottery process, for a while. He's taken people from the beginning to the end, and so I thought I would invite him here. He's a I would call him a jack of so many trades, and we'll speak about his journey to the US. This guy, man, has he has a lot of experience that I thought it would be so good, to bring him here so that my people can hear from him, and then you guys can ask questions, and we can, kind of walk through the DV lottery process from the beginning to the end. That is from the entry, like next month in October, when we'll be filling out the DV lottery process. So, part of the show today, I'll walk you through the questions that they ask you, for the DV lottery, and we'll discuss those, but we'll ask so many questions. This guy has a story, so we'll also get to hear his story. And he's really helped a lot of people, applied for a lot of people who've gotten green cards. And so I wanted to invite him here so that we can learn some of the things, don't do this, do this, some of the pitfalls, what are some of the ways that he does some things. And so, without much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, bana, let's welcome none other than Ajanga.
Hey, niaze.
Poa sana.
Unanigate.
I'm getting you. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Doing great.
That's nice. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Is it? Are you? I know we were talking this morning. Under the weather?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Janga is a little bit under the weather. I think here when summer comes, allergies start to happen, and
No. It's not because of summer. It's because I moved from one state to the other.
And you're not used to the weather.
I haven't been here for 2 years.
Yeah. So welcome, Ajanga. So
Ni mafua kidogo, but I hope by Sunday it'll be gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So Ajanga, tell my people who is Ajanga? Who is Ajanga? If someone asks Ajanga, who is Ajanga?
Ajanga is Ajanga. In the beginning, Ajanga is my name. Is my real name. Coming from Eldoret, Watu. I was born in Langas, and raised somewhere in the outskirts of Eldoret.
Okay.
Place called Soy. I know a lot of people knows about that. And school there, then moved to Nairobi when things got between the rock and the hard surface.
Okay.
Move kwenda kwa shamba la mawe. Yeah, kwa shamba la mawe. Yeah. Then over there we applied for Greencard, and here we are. Moved to Minnesota, and was in Minnesota for some time. Worked with a company called Medtronic.
Okay.
Then moved on to join now the armed services, and currently I'm still a Marine. Looking forward to get out. I have like 50, no, less than 30 days to be out again and come back to the public. Yeah.
So wait, are you stepping out for good now, or are you gonna renew?
No, I'm not realistic.
Okay, you're not realistic. So you're done. Wait, 30 days?
Yeah, I'm on leave right now
Okay.
until October 3rd. Then
Okay.
By October 13, I'll be out.
Man. Wait, by the way, thank you so much for your service. Thank you so much for,
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
no, no. Nowadays we don't take thank you for your service for free. You need to put the 2%, 5%, 20%.
You need to put something to that.
Yeah,
Ajanga,
yeah, yeah.
Ajanga, they're saying they love your voice. They want to see your face.
I'm here.
Ah,
I'm here. I got cold. That's why I don't want to be on camera. But
ah, ah,
look, I'm
ah,
here.
man.
Yeah.
So wait, so you when you won the green card, was that like did you apply how many times had you applied before? Or was it first time you applied and then you just got it?
Yeah, it was my first time, and it's something funny. I was forced. Nililazimisha to apply, and
Okay.
uh, every day I usually say like this lady should be blessed because she forced me like the whole month to make sure I've applied.
Okay.
In fact, in Msapre, anaitwa Barbara Nyayichi. She's from Yeri, I think. Yeah, so
And
it's
she
kind of
wait,
fun.
was she in Yeri when she was
No, no,
going?
no, 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 no. We were in Nairobi.
Okay.
We were in
Ah,
Nairobi. Nilikuwa napiga kazi ya kubeba chuma pale industrial area inaitwa Broro Kenya Limited or Pan African Syndicate. He uses the two names at River Road, hapo industrial area prisons.
okay,
Yes.
okay. And
So
you mentioned something interesting that she forced you to apply, which is the story of actually so many people have had who actually applied for the green card and won. A lot of them were forced to apply. They didn't want to apply. Is
um
it?
I believe like on my own thoughts, I think
Mhm.
when you're over optimistic about something, it doesn't come your way, right? Because now you're kind of going beyond God's will for those who believe in God, you know. So I was there in when I was there, I used to work in the yard, so it's a kubeba chumata. One of
Mhm.
my cannons is kind of cracked because your chuma really fell on me and kind of
Ah,
yeah. And so after some time, I was moved into the office. Now she was working inside the office, and I had to submit my papers because they wanted to employ me now, like permanently, right? So uh, does it uh, does it does it mean you require a miracle? Everything is a miracle. So when I submitted my papers, then she saw my academic qualifications, and she was like, "I think you're bright. And have you ever heard about Greencard?" Back then I used to hear about green card in ile stories za Jama ile wanasema ukipata green card hiyo ni ticket hiyo sijui ni nini. So I was
uh-huh.
like yeah, I've heard about it but I don't know how to do it. So she gave me like that task. So the whole month she was kind of forcing me. Like every day she was like, "Did you apply yesterday? Did you apply yesterday?" And I was like, "No." So there was this time. It was like 2 days to the end of it, and the whole day uh the whole I'm not complicating. I've seen people who have applied I've seen people who have applied and they were over optimistic and they got it.
And they didn't.
That's why I said it's my own opinion.
Yep, yep,
uh,
yep.
yeah. So yeah, I applied, then things happened. I forgot about it actually. Actually when I got my confirmation that I've been selected, I was planning to go to Qatar. My friend was actually linking me up to go to Qatar. Then
Okay.
that is how nearly end journey I went to Qatar and started processing this. So by that time I just got a passport. That the only ends the wanaitisha passport. So I didn't have a passport. Ikabidi nimetumia pesa ya gas, nimeenda kukimbia kuchagua story na passport. Then yeah, things worked. Friends came through, and we can move this side.
Ah, wait. So when you got selected, what case number were you? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was 35,000. No, 30,000.
30,000. Okay. Okay.
I don't know. Wait. You come on. Let me check my passport. By that time, my number was kind of risky because they were processing low numbers. Uh,
Ah, wait. Was the cap still 55,000 or was it less?
yes. Uh, I was 35,000,
Okay.
35,400. So always the cap is 50,000, but on that 50,000, remember it's 55,000. For that 55,000, the 5,000 is for, I think, the Caribbean. The fifty
Okay.
thousand is where everybody is kind of being fixed in. So yeah, and at that time, like eh, kama uliona za last year, by I think December walikuwa wameshapita like 30,000. So at that time tumeingia December and bado hata wajainguza, because
Ah,
the previous year the cutoff was at 38,000. So I'm on
ah.
35,000, and I'm kind of
So you're
trying.
so you're
Yeah.
risky. You're risky being. And I know there's a lot of questions that revolve around case numbers, and we can, we'll talk about case numbers, but uh like, can you tell us the process of you find out that you've won the green card.
Mhm.
You go ahead, apply, find out you win. Can you walk us through the process of how you got the whole process until you got
So like my personal
journey?
journey,
Yeah,
how I did it.
yeah, like
No,
your journey.
now the way I now the way I've done for others, right?
Yeah,
Because
just the way you
yeah.
did it for you.
So I was green on everything, and the first person I could contact was my friend who's in Canada, and I talked to him, and he was like, "No, that is a lie." Then even though Anasemango's Pakene case number and stuff, I gave it to him so that he can confirm. Then he went silent. So I went to Google, put my things in, and nikapatana na mtu anaitwa Brett Simon. Then I learned everything through him. Uh, how I'm supposed to fill the DS260, the documents I need, the all information I need to fill the DS260. Yeah, so nikafill my DS260, nikangojea nikangojea that year ikapita. Now sasa I'm in there, I'm trying to get to know what are these things. So ndio nikajua what is the case number, what visa bulletins are, what determines visa bulletins, and yeah, another year passed. That year passed. Now we're in January. I'm trying to get there. February is there because there's nothing else you can do after you submit your
DS to
your
60.
DS260. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then I got my 2NL, the second notification letter. I believe my appointment was June 10. Yeah, June 10. I think June 10 is my lucky day. I got citizenship on June 10th again.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
And,
so
and that is when
once,
that's when you actually went for
yeah,
your
once, is it my internet or is it your
uh,
internet?
might be yours. Maybe yours. I think I don't know. I'm good. It looks like I'm good on my side. Is my internet good, people? Or I think you're the one who's frozen. Ooh, you. Oh, I think think he's spinning. As he is spinning, I know. So what I'm doing is I'm highlighting your questions, and I'm highlighting your questions, starring them, so that once we.
My internet was acting up.
Oh, okay. So you.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I switched out to
Okay.
a different one. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So you were talking about the You were talking about the DS260 once you
oh, okay.
submit it. Mm-hmm.
So once you submit your DS260, you wait. You'll get the 2NL. Now the systems have changed back to when I was doing it, apart from the last, I think, 2 years during COVID time. But
Mm-hmm.
for you are to send documents to receive your 2NL, and of which I believe when you are sending documents was better than right now. Unajua unakuwa na 50-50 chances if they pass your number and you haven't gone to the embassy, it's kind of like 50-50 to get the visa appointment. Yeah, so after you get your 2NL, you need to make sure you book a medical appointment. Right now wanasema kuwe na roughly 50,000 per head, though it's kind of lesser, but wakikutumia that email inakwambia ana at least 50,000.
50,000. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then unaenda neck. Size neck, you can do it online. It's not like those times you used to go there physically. You do it online so that they can verify your documents, and they send it to the embassy. Then you prepare for your interview. Interview is not long.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Yeah.
so how was your wait? So you do the interview. Did you have any issues with your medical, or everything was fine?
No, 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 no. I was fine. I'm still a good boy. Okay, in medical they check STDs. More so they're checking on syphilis and genital herpes, the herpes, and
Okay.
TB, tuberculosis. If you have gonorrhea, when you have gonorrhea, they put you on a 7-day treatment period at your own cost. But when you have syphilis and genital herpes, unajua hizo zikawa untreated, so it will depend on advice the hospital will give it to you. Tuberculosis, if they find you with TB, you have I think 7 months period. You want to quicker into medication to make sure they're killing all the traces. So that means if your interview will be next month, the hospital will communicate with the embassy so that they can move your appointment date. Yeah,
Ah,
but inafaa ikuwe within that period. Kama your 6 months itakuwa imepita September 30th of the year you're supposed to go there, then that is done.
you lose that.
Yes, at least
Ah,
watakuwa wamekutibu.
but opportunity yako ya kuingia America inapotelea hivyo. Wait, did you say 6 weeks or 7 weeks
What tuberculosis?
for the TB nini?
Yeah, I'm not sure if the 6 weeks or 7 weeks, but it's between those two.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, would you advise people on when it comes to like things like those, like TB? Is there something you can do ahead of time? That way you're not waiting until like, for especially people with high case numbers who when you're called, when your interview is so close to September 30th, is there something can you go pre and get the treatments?
Yeah, I've seen some people doing like a pre-medical checkup by themselves. Wanaenda kama kwa Gertrudes, wanaangalia kama TB, wanaangalia hizo stuff. Then they kind of know their results before they go there.
Okay. And in that case, is it Like, do you then take the medicine? Because I know, like when I came to the US, I tested positive for TB because I think most people will if you're from Kenya, and they made me take this. I think it was 90 days.
Uh,
Take
which one did which one did they do?
I just went to the
Is it the
doctor.
ch- is it the chest scan or is it the one here?
Yeah, I think they did the chest X-ray, and they
Oh
and then
yeah,
and
yeah. They usually tell you to go back after some time. Like it's not that you have to wait for those 6 or 7 months. They usually tell you to come after like 3 months after you start your medication to see if it has disappeared because sometimes maybe it's a fake analysis. Maybe ulikuwa tuna homa, then the machine will detect kama you have tuberculosis.
okay.
So when you take hizo medicine, clear those mucus areas.
Ah, okay, okay. So you clear your medical, and then your interview is here. Uh, what do you typically, what do you want to bring to the, what do you want to bring to the to the to the embassy with you, and also to talk through how the DV, the DV lottery, the DV visa interview kind of goes. I know it's not the most
Um,
complex.
it's it's easy. It's easy if you're confident. Put a smile on your face. Obviously, the document you need to bring up with you, a passport, that is number one, birth certificate, and good conduct. Those are the main. If you're single, if you're married, your marriage certificate. If you're divorced, you need your decree, nisi, and all that stuff. If you have family, the same documents for the family. Apart from the kids, they won't be having good conduct.
Ah, okay. So wait, and then do you bring your certificate, or is that sent to the embassy these days?
Which certificate?
Ah, your
The
your your
your
your
form
case.
four?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You bring the original, but they will get the endorsed one from NEC.
Ah, okay. So you still have to
So
bring you still have to bring the
yeah,
original documents.
yeah, they need to verify.
Oh, okay, okay. What about talk about the laminated documents? These
Oh,
we love to laminate documents. I know, like in Kenya.
yeah,
Uh,
it doesn't matter. My documents were laminated. Sorry, my nose in a.
it's plugging.
Yeah, yeah, it's blocking.
No,
So
you.
the embassy doesn't care if your documents are laminated or not. Mine are laminated. All my
Ah,
certificates are laminated. Birth
ah,
certificate, my high school, my primary school, is
and,
laminated.
and they didn't cause an issue about that.
No,
Ah, okay. Wait, because I've had so many stories of people saying that they've gone to the embassy with laminated documents and they've been sent back. So
no.
that's
Nivile,
ah,
nivile, nivile sina. I still carry my documents whenever I move, whenever I go anywhere. But I left my folder back at work.
okay.
They're still
But
laminated.
oh, they're still laminated, and you've never had
Yeah,
any issue along the way.
no,
Ah, okay. So I guess you have it there. If anybody has had issues with the laminated documents, by the way, comment comment up, or we can see. But I think, uh, and I'm glad I asked you too, because you've been through the process and your documents were laminated, and so I think that answers the question that so many people have, because I think Kenya as a country, we like to laminate our documents. And then, wait, so how was your interview personally?
my interview was less than 5 minutes. Um, the question was where what I'm doing, like the job I'm doing. Nilimwambia na hustle. Akaniuliza shit. Akaniuliza naenda wapi,
Uh-huh.
and akaniuliza when did my host move to the US.
Okay.
Then akaniuliza kama niko na wife ama niko na girlfriend, and that was it. Those were my questions.
And then after that, they just give you the visa.
No. So initially, my primary host, host was renting, right? I got a
Okay.
rent, and
Mhm.
he had a wife and two kids, and they were living in a two-bedroom house. So that means I don't have a room in that house.
Ah.
And, the kids are counted as adults, right? So I didn't have a room while we stayed. So in their eyes, they come and meet the struggle, you know. So I had to go back and find a different host. Though the other one alikuwa still kept in the records, but I had to find like a co-host again. When I had to submit the documents and make sure my things are good. So niliambiwa tu nitumanishe hizo vitu through DHL. I sent and though nilitoka huko na the yellow form ikiniambia what I need to send. Yeah,
Your 221G, 221G, which is the
yeah,
admin processing. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Ah.
nikatumanisha. Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's the nice thing about the DV lottery is if sometimes if you don't have the right documents or the right support, they can give you an opportunity to correct that. Like a host, I've had so many people who've gone there, they've had issues with their host, and they bring them back. So when it comes to hosting and the whole thing about affidavit of support, what is it that they're looking for? What is it that they're looking for? Are they and what is
Uh,
it sending in?
so your host cannot be someone mwenye anaishi kwa section 8. That means yana receive uh
Yeah,
government
support.
support. Then you're coming and in your DS to 60 kuna mahali unajaza you will not become a public charge. So if your host is receiving government support, then automatically makes you a public charge,
Ah,
right? I don't think
mm,
your host lazima kuwa ana file taxes. Yeah,
akuwe
his
compliant.
his tax returns zina matter. Then the size of the house.
Is
Though
that
watu
one?
wengi
Is that one of the things that you fill out?
you don't fill out, but the host address you put it there.
Ah,
And when your host anapeana his tax transcript in outline, ameweka head of the household, size of the
Nameka.
family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so inakuwa between the consular officers at the embassy to determine if wanaona is it good for you to go to that house or you'll be like a bargain going there. If they determine you'll be a bargain, they tell you to find another one.
Ah, okay.
Then I think the host afai kukuwa na more than three people and a host more than three people within 5 years.
Oh, so there's a limit.
Yeah, because now let's say you're getting 70,000 per annum and you're hosting three people.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're when they add three people in your house, you're crashing down to the poverty guideline.
Poverty line. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, kuna aspects mob zenye consular section inatumia ku nini.
To look for, make sure that
Make
the
sure
host.
you're going somewhere penye utakuwa safe in 3 months because hiyo ni limit wanakupatia. In 3 months utakuwa umepata documents, uh, umepata job, so you can stand on your own.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, okay. There's someone else who I heard saying that if you host somebody, I know this is not true, that if you host somebody, you're responsible for them for 10 years.
When you're hosting a green card holder,
Mm-hmm.
you are responsible for that someone until they become citizens. There's no
Ah,
10 years until they become citizen.
until
Whichever
the
way they will use to become citizen, either easier way ya kuingia kwa military or wakae wangoje 5 years they become citizens, is until they become citizens.
okay. And you're responsible. So what if Ukuje, you come here and then the host sign the affidavit of support and everything, and then they kick you out? Do you have
Kama ume umemea miguu ama bado?
bado umekuja up, you don't have anything like you
Uh, kuna kuanga na hiyo option ya kwenda to the law enforcement and tell them your situation. In most cases, kama najua host at the end of the day anasema umekuwa msumbufu, they will end up just putting you on shelters. So
oh
akisema ataki disturbance, wataenda tu kukuweka kwa shelters here.
okay. And tukiendelea tu through your process, when it comes to that process of looking for a host, what would you advise people? You know, where's the best place to, let's say you live under the rock in Kenya or in Uganda, Tanzania, wherever you are, you live under the rock, you don't know anybody. What's a good way to find hosts who can not only host you but also provide you with a affidavit of support?
For my situation, I kind of tried to look. Then eventually my friend gave me someone. But nimeona kuna time nilikuwa naona there's this like organizations online huwa wana host watu like you post your situation online like Facebook. Niliona wengine wana post Facebook, then they get the host and they come into an agreement with the host. Um, I'm giving you this and you'll be here for this amount of time. Kupata host wazungu is better. If umeenda kwa internet umepata host mzungu is better, hata kucharge. Ukipata Mkenya ukishaweka miguu hivi ameanza kupisha rent, stima, everything, hata kama bado hujakuwa vizuri.
Oh, and yeah, there's also too, there's so many stories that I've heard about hosts wa Kenya na vile wanaweza kukunini vile wanaweza so you get your visa that day and then make plans to come to the U. Did you have any issues at the port of entry? You're traveling, or how was it your first time going,
Yeah,
flying?
it was my first time actually flying Swiss Air. I used Swiss Air. You can Dar es Salaam, then I was in Zurich and huko Zurich ndio unajua pale customs za Europe. Akaniuliza, alichukua passport alafu ananiuliza unaenda wapi, why are you going there, like some basic questions, uh then sikuwa najua connecting flight unafanya aje, so niko na katenje kangu Techno Spark 2. Nimefika hapo kwa airport, akili ikapiga ikaniambia kuna wifi hapa, so nikaeka wifi and I googled what I'm supposed to do. Juu nilikuwa hapo naona tu watu wanaangalia screen, nashindwa what is happening, wanaenda wanaangalia kwa screen. Nikaenda kwa wale mademo customer service, hawaongei Kizungu, wanaongea hiyo Kiswiss. So mimi namuuliza yana shida tu, akiniambia screen. Sasa na shida nimetoka karibu gate sijui I think was C1 and I'm going to like B22, so nili have to follow arrow mpaka nikapata B22. So customs, I was processed in nilikuwa processed at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago, and nilipatiana tu, unajua the brown thingy. Ukifika hapo anasema wale watu wa green card, if you are giving this side, so I follow that. I was alone that day. Nikafika hapo nilikuwa tu nimesimama, then akachukua hiyo envelope, then later on akakuja akachukua passport, come back akaniambia I'm good. Hakuniuliza anything. No, nikapita hapo nyuma niende nitafute mabags, nikakuta hata basi karibu inaniacha, because O'Hare is kind of big, right?
It's a big airport.
Yeah, so hiyo basi nipeleke Terminal 1 now. So my friend, sorry for the
no, you're good. You're good. Tunaelewa. It's the cold.
So my friend akaniambia ukifika hapo Terminal 1 utasikia wakisema Minneapolis St. Paul. Wewe nimetafuta hakuna. Nikapotea kwanza.
Okay.
Nikaenda wrong side. Sasa nashinda huku naenda wapi? Nikakosa, nikafika mwisho. Sasa nimeanza kurudi natafuta sasa hiyo side nyingine. Najua airport vile unateremka na elevators, unapanda. So nilikuwa scared of the elevators. Sikuwa napendaga hiyo kitu. Nilikuwa najiulizanga sasa pale mwisho ikimaliza natoka aje. So nime kuna place sasa sikupata stairs, ni hizo tu elevators.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do, so ikabidi tu nimechukua. Kafika huko karibu nicheguke. But hapo ndio nililala. Nikaona vitu zingine amazing, the Concords, right? Kasema wacha nijaribu tena hizi. Yeah, nikajikuta nimefika MSP. Kafika hapo simu imezima. Najaribu kutafuta area. Sipati. Give me a second, I'll be back.
Oh yeah. No, you go ahead. Take some time nini. Acha tungoje nini. A breathe kidogo by the way. Alafu maswali zenyu by the way, as you keep sending your questions, I'm putting a star on them and I'll come back and answer them. There's this guy called Marlin Maze. We believe in Jesus here. My friend, we believe in Jesus. Just you don't have to. A word can mean so many different things to you. Just because you interpret yours to mean witchcraft doesn't mean some of us interpret, that as witchcraft. We believe in Jesus. In this channel, we do. We are believers. We love the Lord. It's just that, some people, they just have their hand is blessed. They apply for people and people get green cards. That's what we're saying. He's blessed in terms of he applies green cards for people and they get it, and they get the green cards. Ajanga, let me know when you're back. But yeah, so I just wanted to say I have your questions, and I kind of want him to finish his story so that then we can jump to the questions, which I know are very important. And then we'll also talk about, we'll go back to the beginning to talk about the DV lottery. I have the sample questions here that I'll share, and we'll kind of go through the process of, hey, how do you answer these questions? And I know there's some questions that bring some problems for people, like things like address. How do you put an address? How do you put a mailing address? And certain complicated situations that people are in that I know we'll discuss, because people have very many complicated situations in their families. You see, like you're married, or you are married once and then you got divorced and then you have kids. How do you go about that when you're filling your DV entry, your DS, your DS 5501, and so many other questions that when we have time we'll tackle them. Let's give Ajanga some time to so that he can come back, and also too, because I also want him to talk about about his military, how he decided to get into the military, some of the benefits and stuff like that. You're back?
Yeah. I'm back.
Okay.
Nilikuwa nimeendea maji moto kiasi.
Warm water. Yeah. Man. I know. Pole for everything. Okay, so wait, so you land in MSP. MSP, those who don't know MSP, and MSP is the
Minneapolis St. Paul.
Yeah, biggest airport. So then, and your phone is dying or dead?
My phone is dead. So I'm trying to get the guy mwenye nafaa ni pick. And kwanza amechachisha mbaya kwa sababu nimekuja na simu na alikuwa ameniambia discount na phone. Good.
Ati, wait, he told you to not come with a phone and you came with a phone?
Yeah, ananiambia haitafanya. So mi ni kiburi nikakuja nayo. So sasa natafuta exit. Kaambia kauliza mother mwingine au mother kwa kauliza exit iko wapi? Kaniambia ndio hii nyuma yako. Niko na bags mbili. Naenda kuchukua trolley. Inaniambia pay na sina kakitu. Sina kakitu, siwezi lipa.
Umebeba, say are you carrying the big bags now or?
Yeah, niko na bag mbili. Najua Muluya na unga, nimebeba unga. Sasa nimebeba kitu. Sawa. Msali alishinda ameniambia, alikuwa ameshinda ameniambia nataka unga. So hizo bags hazikuwa like that heavy, ilikuwa like 23 and 21 kgs. So nimeenda kumngojea hapo nje kwa parking lot. Sasa alichukua sijui dakika 20. Nakaa hapo stranded. Sana nachindwa ni gari gani na kama kunipika hata sijui. Ndio nikapatana naye.
Ulipata nini? Uliconnect wifi?
Yeah.
So simu ilifanya ni vile tu. Jusi simu za Kenya zitafanya tu kwa wifi.
Yeah. Simu ya Kenya inafanya kwa wifi. Ni ile sasa you can't make calls like direct calls,
Okay.
Unless
WhatsApp. Now people can do that with WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wait for the
So nilienda kwa my documents because namba yake ya simu ilikuwa hapo. Kaenda kwa my documents, zile simu za airport, nikampigia na nikamwambia niko kwa airport. Yeah.
And then he came picked you up.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, how was before we go further, how was your port of entry interview? How did that go?
They didn't ask me nothing.
They didn't ask you anything?
No. Sorry kwa kusema hii kizungu ya America, they didn't ask me nothing.
All right. You said they didn't ask me anything. They were just,
yeah. Like I said, nilipeana to my brown envelope. They took it in. Then he came back. I took my passport. Then came back and told me I'm good. I could interview. I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then they let you go.
Yeah, kuna ka mlango hapo. Let through. Nikachukua bag zangu, yeah. MSP unajua sasa now from ORD O'Hare ilikuwa nini, so it's like niko tu kwa regional flight because I'm already admitted. So MSP hakuna kitu hata niliulizwa, sikuenda through customs.
No, yeah, ushaingia US tayari, you are good. You don't need to go.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to the international customs again. Alafu, your ungas, your flour made it through?
Yeah, they made through.
Yeah.
Nikasonga ugali hapa before nianze kukula mabag.
Wait, what? Which corn maize flour did you bring from home? The one from the Kisiagi, or did you bring Pembes?
No, from Kisiagi, and it was a mixture of millet, sorghum, and corn.
Hey, so you brought hey. Wait, so did you like pack it in a sack or something?
So put it in a polythene bag and put in the bag. These were leather bags. So I put them in a leather bag, zip them up. Ilikuwa zile bags za kushika hivi. Zip them up and even nilikuja.
No, you know, I'm laughing because every time I go home, I always tell this story. Every time I go home, my mom always makes me around 200 to 300 chapatis that I bring with, and I usually put them in the bag, and they've always made it through. And so it's always funny.
Yeah, as long as it's on the checked bag.
Yeah, it's good. It'll be good. It'll be good. I always bring it too, just for the flight. I bring chapatis in my bag, just so that
snack.
I can ask for tea and coffee from the waitresses, and then people are wondering, this guy.
Nowadays I don't like bags. Bag meal safiri na.
Ganio.
Like
go with as you carry on.
I don't like kusumbukana na mizigo unless when I went back home, I took my clothes over there. So when I go back, I have clothes. I don't have to carry clothes going there.
Wait, so you don't bring in, you just bring stuff that you're bringing home to people and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, wait, so right now I have I have an initiative. Like when I go back home, I want to buy 10 computers, desktops, for my school.
Wait, you have a school? You have a school, or
no? The school I learned, my former high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I went back and so they have a computer lab, and they have limited computers. So that is what do.
Yeah. So you wanna buy them and bring them home for the kids.
So
that's nice.
So as I was saying, so I came to the host, and now we have started in the wrong foot, because now aliambia sikuja na simu, now nimekuja na simu. So nimefika hapa mbele, ule msee wa kupiga raundi. Siwezi piga raundi, it's a white neighborhood. And he plays ya my HOA fees, hauoni watu.
Yeah, and they look at you a certain type of way, especially if you look new. You don't look like you belong in that area.
No, the area was amazing. Yeah, Liko back to my house right now, Liko leave.
Oh, okay. Oh,
the area is amazing. The people around here are very amazing. Hata kuna mtu alikuwa ameofa kunibaia simu, but akarudi akaniambia, na sasa you need a plan, and who will be paying for that if you don't have so mina ujanja yangu, msee alikuwa ametaka nifanye ile job ya nursing ya
caregiving.
CNA. ile ya kugeuza watu kamwambia first of all, Siati, I didn't like it because of the kind of job, but because alitaka nifanyie girlfriend wake, so that means my privacy is it's not there. Girlfriend yake, so anytime I get paid, atakuwa anajua how much I got paid. If I did a mistake, atakuwa anajua kama nilifanya mistake, right? Kasema siwezi. Then there's a time I went nilienda kusaidia huyo mdem kuweka nini hizi ma wardrobes kwa nyumba, like secretaries. Alafu akasema huyo kijana vile nimemuona ni mvivu, hawezi kazi. Akasema to hell, get out of here.
Wait, so what was your first year?
So because of that, akakuwa like kind of grooming with me. So down the line ali have to understand. So mi nilikuwa nachoka hapa haikuwa na wifi, so nilijitengenezea wifi. When you have a desktop, not Apple, but normal desktop with
like a
Windows,
PC?
with Windows 11, you can create yourself. You can share a hotspot from the computer. So I did that. Nika apply job ingine hapa. Nika apply job na computer kwa email. Na unajua huku hivi umeapply job na wanakuuliza what is the number we can call you. Naambia bana sina number. I reply back to my email.
That's what you told them?
Yeah. Naambia to just reply me through my email. Mi na ukatuni yangu sa ni mse wa church, so tulikuwa tumeenda church. Nikamit wasee, kuna mse nilimit wakanipatia namba yao, and so nimeambiwa kuja ufanye drug test na interview. Ufanye interview then ufanye drug test. Na kwa mimi ni pale pa 17 minutes. Sijui naenda aje. Sasa ametoka. Sasa nikauliza huyo mse, niko na hii staff unaweza nisaidia? Akanilipia Uber. Ikanipeleka hiyo side. Nikafanya my interview. Sasa nikaambiwa umepita interview but you have to go and do drug test. Ni free. You're not paying. Ndio hata kama ningekuwa nalipa sikuwa na pesa. I think alikuwa amenipatianga $20. Nilikuwa tu na hiyo kwa mfuko. So wakanipatia tu direction, wakaniambia enda hapo kwa barabara na ni during winter. Natembea nje msee. Enda utaona hii stuff kuna like a little shopping center. Enda hapo utafanya nini? You will see it. Nikaenda nikapiga drug test nikarudi. Amia nimemaliza. So amenikick for the day. Mse wa Uber mwenye alikuja, mimi nangojea Uber. Nangojea Uber na hawezi nipigie simu, sina wifi.
So mekungoja. They're waiting for you outside and you don't know they're waiting for you.
So mse wa Uber ameningoja akaenda.
Wait, did they charge you? Oh no,
so akaniambia, so nimekaa hapo mimi nangoja na I can't see the Uber, right? Ndio nilikuwa ndani, ni winter, siwezi simama huko nje.
Yeah.
So nikiwa nimekaa hapo kwa lobby, kuna mjema akakuja. Inafaa niende nimuone actually. Kuna mjema akakuja. Nilikuwa tu nasikiza manini wa music of phone. Niuliza, "Hey, sasa amefiti. Wewe ni Mkenya?" Kaambia, "Yeah." Huyo mjema alinisaidia big time.
Wait, ni Mkisi? Alikuwa Mkisi?
Yeah.
Wait, it's a stereotype but ni ukweli by the kuna so population wengi sana Minnesota.
Yeah. Alinisaidia big time. Big time. Niliingia kwa line penye nilikuwa nafanya job, hiyo line ilikuwa na like my second week there I was doing overtime. Na ilikuja in a good way or a bad way. overtime yangu ilikuwa inaanza 4 to 6, then overtime yake ilikuwa inaanza from 2 to 4, like jioni sana.
Okay.
Sitaki kusema 14 na 16 hapa watu washangae. So yeah, hiyo ndio ilikuwa time frame. So nilikuwa nampigia namwambia hey, niko na overtime hiyo wiki. So anaamka early, anakuja ananicheck job, then ana drive back anaenda kuoga. Saa zingine hata alikuwa anakuja kunichukua na nguo za kulala juu aliamka late. Aliamka late na inafaa anipeleke. So anaishia mzae hata shughuliki, ananipeleka anarudi, then in the afternoon I have to wait kwa lobby sasa ya amalize kufanya amalize overtime yake. Yeah, kwa chapa hiyo kazi, and my goal ilikuwa kupata nini, kupata miguu sasa ya kumove around.
So after you did some work ukapata some money to buy a car.
Yeah, so nikabuy gari. It's been a good friend.
That's a nice friend. Host angekuwa, it wasn't possible for the host to take you to these places.
Sasa nakwambia amekasirika.
Oh, kwa sababu ya simu.
Yeah. Na juu nimekataa ile job ingine, unaona?
Oh, ile ya tu wako the so we jipange.
Yeah, so karudi nikakaa nikaona I'm kind of struggling a little bit.
Okay.
Nilikuwa nimeendanga kwa my recruiter initially, then nilikuwa na shipping date, but nikarudi nikacancel, nikamwambia siwezi, siendi. You at that time, now I'm trying to blend in my English because nilikuwa naenda hapo hizo mapiti session and sikabati kitu bana, na nimejaribu kuangalia videos, naona hapa hivi inafaa kizungu, nilikuwa nimejaribu kuweka ndio tulichane kiasi. Nakwambia I just need time. So after nilibai gari nikarudi huko nikamwambia hey, now I'm ready. Akaniuliza unaenda lini? Nikamwambia hata next week. Yeah, that's how I found myself in armed services.
That's how you joined.
Yeah.
Was it like, how long did you have to wait until Nini? So you meet with a recruiter, alafu, how long was the process?
Like meeting the recruiter. The recruiter, you can it depends with your availability, right? When you go to the recruiter, they just need to check your high school certificate. They'll send it. Mine was sent to University of Minnesota so that they can validate it's good. Then you need your social security in hand and your green card in hand. Yeah, it'll make your process to be pretty fast. You go there, you do your ASVAB. You do, first of all, a mock ASVAB. You're gonna cover 30 questions, I think. And
why are you doing the mock? Is it just to test?
Yeah. To test if you'll pass. Then after that watakufanyia like a mock drug test too, ile yenye unaekaga tu kwa chupa, then wanakuambia rip it off, uone your pH levels ziko wapi. Yeah, so once you're done with that, you go for processing. Inaitwa BEPS, military entry processing station. Hapa Minnesota iko downtown Fort Snelling. Unaenda huko like utaenda prior day, like on a Sunday, then you'll be going to the BEPS on a Monday early morning. Unalipiwa hotel, you don't have to pay for that. You'll be in your own room. So unaenda, they will do your physical and medical. Kuna physical exercise you'll have to do. Kuna your medical to determine if you can join. Yeah, once you pass, ndio unapatiwa like kwa Marines, unapatiwa like now you sign the documents, now you're entering a deployed entry program.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait, so question, because I know there's many branches of the military. Do
yeah.
you wanted to join the Marine specifically, or do you start from one and then you can how do you go about that?
You can go in any that you want. So I tried. So like everything I was doing using the computer, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of filled the form online for Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marines. And the Navy replied to me this year when I'm getting out. The Army replied to me after 1 year.
Wait, they
Nikiwa
replied to you,
ndani. Yeah,
maybe. Wait,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
how long ago what did you apply?
A long time ago.
Okay, wait. So the Navy now. Wait, what about the Army? You said you did the
Uh,
Army?
the Army replied to me after ndio nimeingia to my first unit.
Okay.
Ndio walinitumia message wakaniuliza kama I still have the ambition to still pursue. Now because they're struggling with the recruitment, ndio saizi wana struggle.
Ah. Okay. Okay. Wait, so
Yeah, Air Force, Air
F-
Force, I've never replied.
ah.
Yeah,
So Marine is the ones that replied faster for you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
hadi walikuja hapa mtaani, walikuwa wanakuja wananichukua naenda hizo sessions. Yeah, kabalizana na wao, went to San Diego,
Is that
kaenda
for
San
your
Diego.
is that
Yeah, for basic training. Yeah,
okay? How long is that? How long is that?
13 weeks.
13 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, so
Alafu
I was there.
mwisho ya basic training. Wait, basic training is hard, is it?
It's hard if you think it's hard. It's not
Ah,
hard.
okay.
A lot of people think it's hard. It's designed to test your mental strength, mental and physical strength.
Okay.
More so in the Marines, uh, it's designed to test your mental, like how you will conduct yourself in a tense
In-
environment.
yeah.
Kuna ile kitu tunaita fog of war, like the dynamics of a battlefield, right? Right, like uko hapo lakini ni kama you're not seeing anything because your mind is occupied with a lot of stuff like gunshots, bombs, and stuff. So yeah, it's designed that way. So it's 13 weeks. Uh, inside those 13 weeks, you have 2 weeks that could relax at the end, kind of relaxing, preparing yourself to go to the next level. You have 2 weeks. So you have those 2 weeks is when you become a marine, right? Because you have 2 weeks in where you're going to learn how uh, to shoot targets, how to do uh, maneuvers, because you learn to survive into the jungle and stuff. Then so ukitoa 4 weeks from 13 weeks, you have 9 weeks of intense training.
Ah.
Yeah,
Wait, so
kuamuka ni 5 in the morning, kulala ni saa 3 usiku, sometimes unalala saa 6 usiku. And the next morning you're supposed to be up.
by 5.
Sometimes you perform sentries at night. So if that night you're on sentry, your sleep time is less.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you have to wake up at the same time, 5 in the morning.
Yeah, lights zinaashwa. Na duru.
Wait, now what if you don't wake up? Or there's no way you're not waking up?
Unafanyiwa IT, utakuja uamshwe, then you have to do the IT.
What's IT?
Ni kama tu like unaona vile wasoja wa Kenya upigwa. It's like kupigwa but wanafanya wao wenyewe unajipiga.
Oh,
Utashinda umeambiwa push ups, unapiga push ups hapo kidogo, like ulikuwa umeingia rhythm ya push ups, umekwambia jumping jacks, jump jacks, umekwambia wakwambia a lot of things like inside like 10 minutes. Inafaa ikuwe 10 minutes, but inside those 10 minutes umefanya a lot of things. Yeah, so what to avoid hiyo? Yeah, hiyo ni noma.
I think I've seen it. Mostly seen it in the movies where they it's usually it looks extreme in the movies when you don't wake.
Si hata movie ya Colorado yenye wamedepict Colorado si inakaa vizuri kushinda vile iko.
Umepotea. Wo. Ati rudia, umepotea kidogo.
Nimepotea? Sasa you can hear me?
Umerudi.
Oh. Nasema si hata movie ya Colorado Town, huo unaona kwa movies it's prettier than what it is, right?
Than what it is.
So with the trainings huwa wana take the part yenye watu wako motivated. Mostly inachukuliwa in the morning hours. Yeah, morning hours hiyo ni time wasee wako strong, wako motivated. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, do many people fail? Nini? Hiyo 13
yes
week?
or no? Yes or no? Kuna watu unajua sasa kama umevunjika na medical imesema uweze fanya tizi, you have to be dropped until kuna platoon inaitwaga BCP ama inaitwaga nini, unawekwa huko until upone ya kurecover. Yeah, basic recovery platoon. Yeah, so
alafu chapona unarudi kwa you come back to that.
No, so your cycle itakuwa imeshaenda. You can't join them. You join another circle that is coming up.
Oh, start afresh?
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, so then go to basic training. After basic training, what happens? Are you like
so after basic training, unaenda kuna nini? So with Marital, there's two things. There's either unaenda infantry or unaenda kwa watu wenye sasa. Infantry ni wale wase wana like their job is just guns and so mambo na artillery stuff, like you don't learn anything. Then kuna MCT, marine combat training. So yeah, you will further learn about some guns, but that is not the end of you. But you have to go through schoolhouse. Ule mwenye ameenda ITB akimaliza hapo anaenda to the unit. But the guy at MCT unaenda sasa, you get sent to your schoolhouse now, where you're going to learn your military occupational specialty. Like let's say you are 1100 engineers, right? You're going to they're utilities engineers. So then Camley June, Cherry Point, North Carolina. I know, by utilities, you know what I mean, right? Steamer, air conditioning, generator, maji. Yeah. So au anaenda North Carolina. So depending on your MOS, munaenda in different stations, different
Ah,
service stations.
MOS. What is MOS?
Military occupational specialty.
Alafu, that specialty, do you choose it based on your, is it ASVAB or?
Yeah, ASVAB score. Yeah,
Okay. So is it the higher your score is, the
yeah. The better the job. Yeah.
okay. What like people people with low scores, what do people with low scores usually do?
Uh, Most of them who are on a school work infantry. Uh, Wengine wanatumwa kwa nini, kuwa kama machine gunner and artillery stuff. Alafu kuna ingine very interesting,
Which
combat cook.
oh, you're the one now cooking for wait, you're the one cooking for everybody?
Unaitwa combat cook. Ina depend na situation buko. Most of the time wana warm two food, si ati wanapika, wana warm tu.
Oh, because
There's-
nini chakula za military, they come already like
yeah,
prepackaged.
yeah, 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 yeah. So wana warm tu. And another one unasukumwa kwa motor transport, unakuwa driver. Yeah, unakuwa operator. White driver wanaita operators. So you become an operator.
Okay. Okay. Wait, what about the top tier? What's like the top tier?
So there's a lot of jobs, right?
Mhm.
So when you literally do good on your ASVAB, so kuna a variety of things that you need to choose. And with those jobs, it will depend first. Are you a US citizen or you're a green card holder? When you're a green card holder, you have a limited jobs that you cannot do.
Oh, okay.
Kama cyber security inahitaji clearance, you can't do it. Kuna vitu za flights, you can't do them. Kuna data, computer programming and stuff, you cannot do those because hizo zinahitaji clearance. Until you become a citizen, then you can move to those.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then like what's as if you're perfect in the ASVAB, what's the highest nini score you can get?
100. It's rare for people to get that 100, but your GT score determines. If you have a GT score of 105 and above, so like
What's
the
a
combination.
what's a GT score?
So so your ASVAB, when you're doing your ASVAB, it has 8 sections. So when they combine your score from each section, inapatiana that GT score.
Oh, okay.
So kuna wenye wanakuwa na GT score ya 90, 100. Ukiwa na 100 uko kind of like close there, but when umehit 105 and above, inakuwa uh, ukihit 105 unakuwa na a lot of jobs zenye unaweza dangle in between. But 110 is the best. Ukiwa na
Okay.
110 and above, you can do anything.
Unaweza fanya anything. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then wait, so you choose your occupation from that, alafu unaenda training ingine bado?
So that's when you unaenda schoolhouse. Your schoolhouse, unaenda kusomea na MOS so
Mhm.
that you become certified.
In
Yeah.
what you like, you become certified as a the cook, the combat
Yeah,
cook.
kama ni cook unakuwa mpishi, kama we ni kama we ni dereva unakuwa dereva, unakuwa na hizo
Wait,
license.
so combat cook, do you since you're just warming the food, is it like you go to like Utali college?
No. It's actually the combat cooks wanasomea in an army base.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like unajua hizo joint basis, so kuna side ya Marines, kuna side ya Army, kuna side ya Air Force and Navy, yeah, so they go there.
Okay. And then how long do those take?
Ina vary na school,
School
like,
unaenda.
yeah, kuna school yenye kuna school zenye ni 10 months, kuna school yenye ni 1 week, kama nini, like 2 weeks to be precise, kama kukua admin like receptionist, yeah, kama 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then after you do that, and do you have to then do you also sit for an exam for that, upite?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do an exam for that and then you pass. After
Yeah.
you pass, then is it
uh
well,
you get your orders, uh when uh when you pass, you now get your orders to go to your duty station.
okay. Okay.
So if you're active duty, you get your orders to go to your duty station. If you are reserve, you get your orders, and it states when you can contact your local reserve station.
Okay. 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 And then question. So you get in with your green card. How long does it take you these days to get citizenship?
Uh, without going through the military.
No, going through the military.
Depend na wewe mwenyewe how fast you want to push your stuff. Kuna watu
Oh,
huenda wanakalia makalio, wanataka wajawaziwe. Give me a second, I'm coming.
oh yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead as I can yeah, as Ajanga goes to freshen up. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work, man. And so I kind of wanna bring everything so that we can talk through, because I know some people are interested about the military. There's a reason why we're covering the military, because it is often a route that people who come to the US with you win the green card lottery. It's a route that a lot of people take, and so I wanna kind of give you information about the military, also to would he recommend you join the military? What are some of the benefits of joining the military? And then after that, we're gonna go through the questions. We'll jump into the questions. So keep sending your questions. I have them starred up. I'll be reading them, and as we go through them. So we'll talk. We still have a lot that we need to talk about, and people who are often saying that my videos are long. I feel like when you get an opportunity to talk to somebody who is knowledgeable in an area, let talk everything. And then I do that after the lives. I always take the lives and break them into different segments, and I think that's kind of why I do things in a certain order, because the first section we can cut is his journey coming to the green card. We can talk about his we're talking about the military now, and then we'll jump into the questions. That way you can break it down into kind of chunks and stuff. But if you have questions, anything about the green card, please send in your question. I'll start it, but I'll and we'll go through the questions, so which is important. And also we'll go through the DV lottery entry, which is your DS5501. I know I want to go through that with Ajanga here, because he's done is he's helped a lot of people apply for the for the DV lottery that is starting next month in October. And I'll ask some of the questions on how to answer some of those questions. We'll talk through the questions, and I think at the end of this you're going to be more informed. I feel like I like to give people information. That way people are informed and you're aware of all these different options. That way it's not just one thing, because if you join me on my YouTube channel, that I you know I have variety. I am not just a one. I don't just focus on the green card lottery, because as much as we talk about the DV lottery, which is a lot of people talk about it, you have less than 1% chance of winning. So that's very little. That less than 1% chance. You have more chances of getting a B1, B2, which is a visitor visa, than you have of getting selected for the DV lottery. And even though you get selected for the DV lottery, doesn't mean that that you'll get your visa. So I like to inform, and so sometimes we get into tangents, but I feel like the more information, the better. Information is power. In the US, I can tell you this personally. In the US, information is everything. Information is everything. Yeah. Aya, let us continue. Let us continue. Let us continue. So we were talking about citizenship, and I think you were saying that you will get your citizenship according to how fast you do, how much effort you put into the process.
Yeah. Like I got mine within 2 months of me starting the process, right?
Okay.
But I've been processing with my friend, and up to now bado hajapata because first nilikuwa namlazimisha, and second alimiss appointment. So
Okay. And
yeah,
that affects that. Okay. Wait, so you got yours within 2 months?
yeah.
Okay.
I
Ah,
applied in March 16, and
okay.
June 10 I was a citizen.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So wait. So from the point you applied for the military to when you got your citizen, how long of that? Is it the 2 months, that period, or is that more than
Yeah,
that?
March 16 to June 10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got your citizenship in June?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
God
Ah,
on the same day, God on the same day, hii tabia watu wanasemanga I need a ceremony, I didn't want that. I got my stuff the same day. I went back with my certificate.
okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. So wait, would you advise people when they come to the US with a green card, would you advise them to join the military? And at what point would you advise them to do that?
Yes or no? Ina depend na mtu mwenyewe what they want. I
Okay.
cannot choose for someone.
Mm-hmm.
But I know a lot of people who wanafikiria military iko na pesa. It doesn't. If you're thinking about money, military doesn't have good pay until you're serving for like 18 years.
So
That's
it's
why
not,
there's a high rate of people wanna join. Then they do the fast four and they disappear.
so it's
Uh,
not about the money.
yeah. So you join the military if you literally want to serve, right?
Yeah.
Uh, but kila mtu ako na reason why they're joining. Because some wanna join because they want the citizenship ifike haraka. Some wanna join because maybe akwa na mbele wala nyuma. So they're kind of trying to stabilize themselves. Yeah, that is the same happening.
And so
Uh,
uh-huh.
watu wanazungumzianga benefits. Benefits tu ni ile like when you're single, a lot of benefits ni umeenda kununua kuna healthcare is trash. I've been with a problem for a year now, and every time I go there wananipatia tu ibuprofen.
Kupatia two ibuprofen.
Yeah, they just give me ibuprofen. So uh they got a bilateral tendonitis, Achilles tendonitis, has never been treated for the last 1 year.
Okay.
Look, what napewa tu ibuprofen. Yeah, uko na hiyo free healthcare, like your free dental. It's not free because they're paying you less money.
Yeah. So it's
So
part of your pay. Part of your pay.
yeah,
Wait, so you don't pay anything for medical, like a premium. You don't pay any
No,
premium,
no,
right?
no, no.
Okay. Okay. And then, like, if you go, do the plans have like high deductible, low
No,
deductible? Yeah.
it doesn't. It doesn't have any deductibles.
Oh, so if you go to the hospital and
It's a Navy hospital. So me, I'm using a Navy hospital. I'm working at the Army hospital.
okay, so they
You're
will
getting treated.
in
You're
the
getting treated with someone with you're getting examined with military grade training to be a medical personnel.
mm, okay,
So
okay.
that's why kuna ile time umeumia zaidi and they cannot handle it, they send you to a civilian.
Ah, okay. But
Yeah,
otherwise you get treated inside the military.
yeah.
Okay, okay,
Like
okay.
I've only I've never had an appointment, niliitisha appointment ya kwenda nje wakakataa, but my last appointment is off base ya macho.
Ah,
There's a time they gave me wrong medication. I almost lost my sight.
eh,
Yeah, so I have a optometry appointment when I'm going back, but that is off base. Yeah.
okay, okay. Wait, what are some of the other benefits in the military other than
Uh,
free medical care?
so so when you have a family, it's kind of like family people get a lot of some stuff because your kids are going to school. Your wife and kids are getting into that medical coverage. Pay. There's some programs your wife can learn, can use the military to actually learn. They can find a job for your wife. Then kuna hiyo nyumba, umepatiwa nyumba, you're not living in the barracks.
Oh,
You
wait.
give,
So single people live in the barracks,
yeah.
and then the married people, do you like,
Um,
is it, what do they give you?
kuna
Is it a house, military
yeah.
housing, or?
There's like on base housing, sometimes off base housing. Yeah,
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah. So I think just to clarify too for people, if you're joining the military, please don't join for the money. It's uh it's not about the money, it's all about, it's mostly about
yeah,
serving the country. There's so many other reasons to that, you
yeah.
know.
If you're joining, if you want to join because of money, it's a wrong place to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Your starting salary is 16,000 per year.
16,000 for the whole year?
Yeah, though that rank you won't stay for that in a year. You will pick up in 6 months.
Yeah, but
Uh,
still 16,000. Yeah, that's so it's not really, it doesn't, yeah. Don't
so
don't get. Mhm.
when you reach a rank of like a corporal E4 in across all branches, you're getting 27,000 if you're single. 27,000, and still that 27,000 is taxed. Nasikianga watu wakisema military don't pay taxes. It is
Yeah,
taxed.
you pay taxes unless you're deployed.
So that is 27,000 per year.
That's that's
Mtu
not,
mwenye mtu mwenye amefanya four weeks training ya CNA is getting 35.
yeah, or even
Uh,
more. Akichapa
Analipa,
overtime.
yeah, even more akipiga overtime. Anaishi na roommate, analipa kama 500, analipa utilities,
Yeah.
and when you break down that money unapata bado anabaki na profit. We ukiangalia hiyo salary hakuna na kitu. That's why a lot of people who are military wanakuwa stressed out, right? Sababu now your people back home wanafikiria you have money, and in real sense you're getting less money. Kwanza kama ndio unaanza maisha, you need a car, hiyo gari inataka kuwa unalipia, and when you're young it is kind of eating all your money because you're young, you're more riskier. It's your first time buying a car, so like your payments is like 500. The insurance Ukienda kuchukua gari ya deni, insurance inataka ulipe full coverage.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like 500. So ukilipo paycheck ya kwanza umecover part of it. The second paycheck unabaki na kama so tatu. So tatu utafanyia nini?
Oh, thank you so much for all that information on the military.
So
Mhm.
general view, mtu na idea yake ana nini, yeye mwenyewe decide kama anataka kuenda ama atafanya kitu ingine.
Kama ufanye kitu ingine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, ukimaliza 18 years, around 18 years hapo ndio unaanza ku earn like 65 grand. Bado hata ijafikia watu
bado
wengine.
hata 65 grand unasikia ni mtu tu ametoka tu hivi university. Mtu ametoka tu hivi amegraduate university bila experience anaanziwa 65. So wasingie kwa sababu ya pesa.
Yeah. Don't join because you want money. Hakuna pesa kwa military. Hata kama wanapeana sijui 50 billion kwa Ukraine, hakuna pesa kwa military. If you literally if you read there's a book inaitwa Art of War, imeandikwa na nimesahau hii jina. Hii homa inafanya sisemi vizuri. Inaitwa Art of War. Inasema ukilipa watu wa military pesa mingi. Yeah. If you pay your military personnel a lot of money, they won't respect you. They won't take orders.
Watakuwa na
lazima watakuwa na pembe, lazima ufinye hako ka kitu.
Okay.
No,
go on.
Kuna mtu ameuliza hapo, one can make more when you deploy depending on where one is deployed. Yeah, depending on the deployment and the duration of deployment. Ukiwa outside the states for 1 year, now they don't cut you taxes. Yeah.
Poa. Sawa. Let's jump. Wacha turuke kwa maswali sasa. Question and answer session. Mazee. Najua zitakuwa mingi na hatutaki pia kukunini sana. Asante sana. Thank you so much, by the way, for nini. Thank you for kuvumilia and staying with us.
Okay.
Yeah, staying with us. Yeah. So, people with questions, we are jumping into the question session. But before we jump into the questions, let's, because you've had the experience of applying for people, and maybe you can talk about that. What I'll do is let me share like the DS 5501. And you can kind of people can see the people who've never filled it out, they can see it, but also we can kind of talk about some of the questions. What are some of the things that some mistakes people have made during the filling out of the DS 5501, and also here let me move us. I can move us out and do this. So let me see if I can make it bigger. Oh, why is it freezing up on me? It is not wanting to be expanded. Oh, saying that's the I guess that's the farthest I can expand. All right. So, let's kind of walk through the entry form. This is the entry form for anyone who's joining next month when they open the lottery. And the lottery, by the way, let me put let me put the website there for people to know where to go. So don't go anywhere else. DV program,
Dot state, dot gov. Yeah.
so that's the link, and I'll put this link in the video. This is the website you want to go to. This is a website you want to go to be able to fill. This is the legitimate website for filling your green card lottery. So don't go into any other websites. The other ones are not for real. Not for real. All right.
Yeah.
So once you go in, I think that, so the first page yeah, let me see if I can go all the way. So this is the first page that you see when you minus. Okay. So this is the first page you encounter when you go in and log in. They ask you to put an authentication code, and then you look at the number, and there's this arrow here that is going. This it's kind of like two arrows going together. If you want an easier number, you can click on that one.
Yeah, you refresh.
To refresh, it'll give you an easier number, but otherwise, when you hit the speaker, it will
Uh,
tell you
yeah, you will hear the sounds. Yeah.
you'll hear the sound. But then this is just so that you type in the characters and you get into the form. And this is form. This is the form once you get in. And Ajanga, you can tell us.
Yeah.
But mhm.
So the initial entry is just your basic information. That's why it's not going into detail. It's just asking your name, date of birth, gender, city where you were born, country of eligibility. If you say your country country where you're born is Kenya, it will gray out. It will gray out the eligibility part. But if you say it's Nigeria, it will give you country of eligibility because Nigeria was blocked from applying. So you have to find another country. Either you're married there or you have links there. Then you add it. Then you put your photograph, your mailing address, weka tu address yapo mtaani. We don't have mailing address in Kenya. But
So wait, question on that one.
yeah.
Like someone who lives in let's say they live in where? Umoja.
Uh-huh.
What would they put here under the address?
You can put a school near you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put a school near you. You can, whereas the Chikwata address to your DHL, then you add it there.
Okay. So are they gonna use this mailing address to mail you anything?
No, they will use your email address.
They will use your email. So anything. So it's pretty much any big landmark that you have around your area.
Yeah, this
That
is just a formality because the form it's formatted in a US type of way because they have a mailing address. It's
mm,
formatted in that way. That's why it's asking you for a mailing address, but nothing will be sent there.
okay. So you can pick a school, pick a if
A
sometimes
charge.
yeah. Sometimes you can even use a road if there's like Jogo Road. You can
Yeah,
use
yeah, yeah.
can use any big landmarks. So don't worry too much about postal code. Just go into Google, find a Nairobi postal code, or even if you want to put poster, right? You can put poster,
Yeah,
like the poster in so whatever. It's just it's just an address, right?
yeah, it's just an address.
Okay. And then you go on now.
Uh, so country where you live today, kuna wale watu wanaishi Saudi Arabia, kuna watu wako Qatar. State that country because your passport will still have will still have your stuff if you get selected. Itaonyesha the duration you applied you were somewhere.
Okay.
Uh,
There's this question I always get around,
uh-huh.
where people live, and a lot of people in the Gulf, some of them don't even they think that they have to go back home to be able to complete the entry. What would you tell, can they do it wherever they are? Is it?
Yeah, you can do wherever you are. That's why on the top part, uliona iliuliza your country of birth, right? Country where you are born
Yep.
and country of eligibility. Then down there is telling you now where you're residing. They know not everyone is residing in the same country.
Uh, so, and is this, would you say, when you put your country where you live, this helps too when it comes to the when you get selected and filling it up? I think it's more, maybe it's more important on the DS260 than it is here.
Yeah, it's more important on the DS to 60
Yes.
because now, if you have stayed in that country for more than 6 months, or the same for more than 1 year, but when you have stayed there for more than 6 months, they will need police clearance from there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you put in your phone number. Do they even, are you,
You don't need to put your phone number.
so that's, you can leave that field blank?
Yeah, you can leave that blank. And the most important thing is your email. And look at the note. It says this email address will be used to provide you with additional information if you are selected. That is the only way your
I'm gonna reach
the
you.
USAS will communicate with you through your email.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is one of the most important pieces of information that you need to make sure you put in correctly, and
Yeah.
also remember, because even, sometimes people lose their confirmation number.
Uh-huh.
You cannot be able to recover your confirmation number if you don't have your email address.
Yeah, if you don't
So,
have right information.
yeah. So the email address is very important. Okay. And then we go to the highest
So
level of education. Mhm.
the highest level you just need a high school diploma if you're using your high school diploma, like you're using education route. But
Okay. Let me,
decide.
as you
Okay.
keep talking. I'll go somewhere where.
Uh, for Kenya is D minus and above.
So that's
And
what you need. You need a D minus and above.
yeah, I lost nilipoteza the information I had. Nilikuwa na hadi ya Uganda.
Okay.
What they did in Uganda, but
Wait,
they lost you.
is that in what website did was that from?
I don't even remember. It was long ago. Nilijaribu kwenda kuitafuta again, but I didn't get it.
Okay. Okay. So on the level of education, there's a lot of options that are available. Like, primary school, high school, no degree, high school
Yeah,
degree.
they're just looking for high school degree. Every cover the diploma people get here.
Wait, so what if you check the high school, no degree? That means you.
It's no, it's still okay.
Oh, wait, so you can still win even if.
Yeah.
What if you choose like primary?
Uh
Oh, yeah, primary is for the people who are using experience, right?
yes.
Ah, so you
So
choose.
if you did primary and you went to vocational study like where umekuwa electrician,
Uh-huh.
now that is where it comes in, and now you'll have to show your vocational stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so what about like, what if you have, so you have your high school, you did your high school, and you have your
Uh-huh.
certificate, and then you also have your university degree. Would you recommend for people to put in their, like check university degree, or just check high school degree?
You can do whichever you want,
Okay,
but just have in mind the basic thing they're looking at. It's
is
your high school.
high school. Okay.
Yeah. So why would you complicate yourself when they tell you go verify your high school, then you
You
verify
verify
your
your
university, yeah, and that
ah,
is money. You're trying to
okay.
get money, you know.
Yeah, and some of those universities are very difficult when it comes to getting some of this information.
Yeah,
Ah, okay. So you would advise, if if you just put high school degree, if you
yeah.
have,
Just
if
use
you have high school and above.
just use high school degree.
Ah, okay, okay. And then the next section was you know
Marital status.
yeah. Wait, let me ask you a question. So
Yeah.
I did a video recently on when you say primary school only. So that means you have to go in with experience. All right.
Yes,
Do
yes, yes.
you have any experience filing for somebody who just used their experience instead of their KCSE certificate?
Uh no, but my friend aliencounter Jamaa alikuwa amefanya CDL
Okay.
and alikuwa anampeleka airport, so he was talking to him about how alipata green card juu ya trucking, aliapply
Mhm.
kama a truck driver,
Okay.
like yeah, so alitumia experience ya truck driving and he got it.
Ah, okay. Did he say more information on like what?
uh no, I didn't ask.
Okay.
But
Okay.
when you need to find the jobs that DV lottery check,
Mhm.
the website inaitwaga
And I
all
did,
star
yeah,
dot
I did
net.
a video. I did a video for them. So if they're
Yeah,
logging in,
there
they already know. It's the one say OT, 1T online, whatever, 1T
audit. Yeah,
on it.
audit.
On it.
Yeah. So
Ah,
yeah, you check everything there. It will tell you inakubalika or green card, what are the
yeah,
qualifications, the level experience you need,
yeah,
yeah, or how many hours you need.
you can do. Okay. And then let's talk about the marital status.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so there is unmarried, married, divorced, widowed, legally separated.
Uh,
What's the difference between legally separated and divorced?
so divorced, that means you have gone through the court,
Okay.
but what a decree DC,
Divorced.
and now your marriage is obsolete, right?
Okay. Hmm.
So that means you're not together anymore. Everybody is separate.
Okay.
Legally separated, deal better continue. You're not divorced, but you have papers. You cannot see each other.
Ah. Oh, actually, they
You, you,
say it here. They say it here. Legal separation means that a court has formally declared that you and your spouse are legally separated. Legal separation means that your spouse would not be eligible to immigrate as your derivative.
yes,
So you've gone to court. So it's not the same thing as people who are just separated. So people
yeah,
who are separated and still married, they would still put married, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Ile yenye mmekosana tu sijui ya cha baba na cha mama, you can still do your stuff. But kama uko na court order,
Uh-huh.
then that is legally separated.
That's legally separated. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Ah, okay. Okay. And then if you're single, you put, you put the unmarried.
yeah. When you put unmarried, never married, haitakuletea option ya kuweka spouse. When you put zero children, haitakuletea pia option ya kuweka children.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Wait, what? Let me see. What about can we stay?
How we say is not a marriage, is a situationship.
Wait, let's talk about that because I know that's important. Can we stay? And because I know a lot of people are in this, this arrangements. You know, you came with one dress and you have never left to go back to your parents. So
Yeah.
what would you advise them to file as if they have a
Uh,
situation?
situationship. You're single. You're never married.
So and,
Niliona watu like a lot of people who wanaenda they get like ile barua ya customer ile ya mkasa huko chini,
uh-huh,
then they file like a couple, then when if in any case they win, huwa wanna go now, wanna proceed now to get the marriage certificate. Inasema they got married under customary law of this year, and hakukuwa na hiyo certificate. Now we provided one for them because now the embassy requires a certificate.
to show that you are actually married.
Yeah.
So there can be because someone asked here that
Oh, never married. Okay. They understand kuna hizo vitu za one night stand, kuna baby daddy thing, baby mama drama. Wanaelewa. So you're never married, but you have kids. It's not a bad thing.
so you can just put unmarried and then at the bottom section where they
Yeah.
ask about the
If,
kids, you
kama uko na watoto wawili, you put 2 kids. They are yours, si wa mtu mwingine. And a lot of our ladies huwa wanafanya that mistake. They put single, wako na mtu wana put single, then they don't add the kid in there. Then ameshavuka anaanza kuprosesia mtoto. Akianza kuprosesia mtoto, ndio huyo sasa wanaenda kuangalia kwa USCIS system. You said you don't have a kid. Now on their site you lied.
so do they
Now
would they disqualify and deport you?
kama hauna lawyer mzuri, you will
You
go
don't have
back.
a good lawyer, they can
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Ah,
My friend was in that situation.
they
Alikuwa,
said they were single and forgot to put their kid.
yeah. So hata alikuwa ananiambia another friend of hers, lakini huyo sasa alikuwa mwanaume. Huyo alishapewa deportation orders because lawyer walimpeleka walimyumbisha hivi. Yeye kitu ilimwokoa ni alipata like in that duration ya kuyumba na code, she became a citizen. So
Ah,
waka reduce their houses down. Yeah. Right now anafailia mtoto.
okay.
Wanaangalia wanakupiga stopa huko. Wait a minute, you lied.
So then you have to get a good lawyer to push through that.
Yeah.
So to avoid.
Huyo
Mhm.
huyo mtu anauliza hawataangalia last names kwa birth certificate za watoi. So as a lady you have an option. Unaenda kwa nini? Unaenda kwa kuchange birth certificate, you can put XXX on the father's name. Like kwa baba kama hauna bwana ni
ama
mtu wa baby
ama
daddy.
ama if he
Yeah.
jumped the marriage. Mhm.
Yeah, unaweka XXX. So
XXX,
they
that
can
one,
ask you when you're feeling your DS to 60, kuna mahali hapo inauliza if you know where the father is.
and you can
You
say,
put no. When you put no, hakuna mtu atakwambia enda utafute. Unatafuta mtu ujui anaishi wapi. When
yeah,
you put yes,
you need
you need to
you need
find him.
something. You need something to show
Yeah.
that the baby daddy gives consent for you to bring the child.
Kuna scam hapa na siku hizi wako kwa WhatsApp. Yananiambia, hi, my name is Amelia. I'm a recruitment consultant for Ian, but we have received your job application. Are you still looking for a job? Cheers kabisa.
All right. So and then the last, so we were talking about the current marital status on the application. Alafu, the last section was number of children. So here's where you say include all your children.
Yeah, it says include all your children and married, right? Don't forget. Don't forget it. I say well unmarried, right?
Yeah. So so include your biological children, legally adopted children, your
And
stepchildren
stepchildren.
who are under the age of 21 years old.
Yes. If you have a child, hata kama ni stepchild,
Yeah.
weka yeye ndani.
What about like the baby daddies who they jumped they didn't they're like absentee dads. Would you say they include their kids in there?
Like jamaa alienda na alitoroka mtoi, alafu
Yeah,
now
yeah. You got a child with a with a mother, and then you
you
absconded
jump.
ability.
Yeah, then you want to Jaza green card. You want to include the kid.
Yeah,
You can still include the kid, but remember, you
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 have
will need a
up
consent letter
up
from the mother.
with the baby mama of how
Yeah,
you did not support the child, and now all of a sudden you want to come and bring the child.
yeah.
Yeah. By
So
the way,
kwa baba inakuwa ngumu because you did that later, unless the mother ayuko ama ulipatiwa like a legal custody for the kid.
okay. Wait. So
Yeah.
question for you: if the mom has has a father that is in the birth certificate,
Uh-huh.
do they still need that letter from the father?
If you don't know where the person lives, you don't need one.
Oh, so when you're filling the DS-260, if you say you don't know the whereabouts.
Yeah, so it asks where, if you know where the guy is. If you say no, then in a gray out, you can't put names. You can't put anything there. So there's no way they will ask you for information you don't have.
Okay. 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 All
Yeah.
right. And I think so. Going back to that's pretty much that's pretty much the application. If you put the number of kids, like you say
Yeah.
two, another page will open where you can put in the information for your kids, and then put in
Yeah.
their
It will. Yeah, for your derivatives, it will just ask you for the names, date of birth,
date of
place
birth,
of birth, and
and
photo.
then the passport photo. Okay.
Yeah, then
Okay.
it goes to the next one. For if you said you're married, it will ask you if your spouse is non permanent resident or a US citizen. That one is, if they're not, you select that one.
Okay.
Another
So
one will ask you if your spouse is either a green card holder or a US citizen. If you click that, it will not bring you the spouse details. They don't need
they
that.
don't need okay. So this is when you choose the marital status and you say you're married, then it's gonna
Yeah,
bring the option to put in your spouse. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So and that's pretty much the whole
The
entry.
form. Yeah.
And it puzzles me so much why somebody would pay an agent to do this entry for them. It's only 14
Give me
questions. Very
give me
straightforward. Oh yeah, you go.
give me a minute, then
Yeah,
I'm coming.
yeah, you go, and I'll explain this to them. I'll explain this to them as you come along. It just really puzzles me why. In all, like in all, why would you pay an agent to do this for you? It's 14 questions, and these questions are very direct questions. And this is partly why I wanted to bring this so that we can talk about it. They're very easy questions. Basically asking you what is your name, your first name, your last name, your first name, your last name, your first name, your middle name. That. You know, you know that because you have your passport, use your passport names. If you don't have your passport, use what is in the birth certificate. Because if you go to get the passport, you will need to use your birth certificate to get the passport. So sometimes your ID has different names from your birth certificate. When you go to pick up your passport, you use your birth certificate. So if you don't have a passport, use your birth certificate to fill out this form. But also, if you're listening to me, apply for a passport. If you have a dream to one day make it to the US, you need a passport. You cannot travel anywhere internationally without a passport. Sawa. Yeah. So Ajanga is back. And so Ajanga, question on names.
Yeah.
So if somebody, what I told them is if somebody doesn't have a passport, they can use their birth certificate to complete this, because
yes, nowadays they don't need the passport.
Yeah. But for people who have when it comes to Africa and names, sometimes, like for me, I have the names in my certificates are so different from the names in my passport, just because of so many things that happened. So I told them,
the embassy, they're not stupid. It's good to have that affidavit, right? But maybe I don't know if it's luck or what. So if you look at my ID, my first name is Ajanga, and my last name is Moses. I'm not saying my middle name because now that my middle name is now my last name.
I changed mine too.
So I didn't want to. So I initially had 2 birth certificates. So one was wrongly made, then the new one flipped down my names. Now my school certificates, they read Ajanga Moses, right? Ajanga is my first name, then Moses my last name. And now my passport comes in, and Moses is my first name, and Ajanga is my middle name. My last name, I'm not mentioning it, right? But hawakuwahi niuliza hizo stuff because they look at it, the names are matching.
Wait, you used your ID, which had
now unajua sasa kwa nini kwa eCitizen inasoma Ajanga as my first name, right?
Okay. Oh,
now
wow.
my passport ime come out, it's not Ajanga as my first name.
It's
Moses. Yeah. Moses is my first name. So that made my last name pia ikachange vile nilimove huku. So my last name is now used to be my middle name. Yeah.
But okay.
Nikuulize, how long do we have this? Because kuna place nataka kupeleka boy fulani hapa hivi. Then,
okay, wait, how much time do you have ndio tuingie basi kwa maswali?
Like place naenda kuna stuff na anaenda tu kunini kupick, then we come back.
Okay. Do you know like uko na nini? What tunaweza go through maswali ndio.
Okay.
Through maswali haraka. Haya, wacha tuingie kwa maswali. What does, alafu unaweza zijibu haraka tukiendelea.
Okay.
What does case number mean?
Oh, case number. So when you're being selected, you're given those numbers. So to kind of ease it life ya watu wa KCC, ikuwe ni kama OB number. Tuseme tu ni OB number. So your process ikuwe easier for them to get you in the truck. I don't know if I'll be able to talk about that today, but sijui kama watu wataelewa, but kuna kitu inaitwanga holes for case numbers. So si ati ukiona case number imetoka inaanza 1 iko 1 2 3 4 5 6 to 1,000. There's at a point your case number iko 1, then ime jump to 30. That is a hole.
Kuna mashimo, gaps.
Yeah, so those are holes. Hizo holes determine that year case numbers zinafika ngapi? Kama I think ya DV 2023 watu wamekuwa na hadi 60 something thousand. So wakizi compress down wanapata there's a lot of holes. Then
Yeah.
hizo
So
ni
just
case numbers ziko but hazina mtu,
yeah.
ziko empty.
So just because there is 30, your case number is 30,000 doesn't mean that there is 29,999 people ahead of you. Kuna
Yeah.
kuna mashimo. Aya. Nani anauliza, niko na swali. Kuapply DV lottery unahitaji simu ama lazima utumie kompyuta?
Unaweza apply na simu.
Yeah, as long as uko na passport photo yako kwa umeisave kwa
Yes.
nini? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I have Mojikith anasema I have a question. I'm in Qatar and my KCSE certificate iko home. How can I verify the KCSE cert?
Nimesema nowadays you just log into NEC website.
Yep.
Then I think wanakuitisha your certificate number, you add it.
Yep.
You add it in there, then they verify.
Let me put for the people kwani nakataa.
NEC wameenda digital.
NEC wameenda nini? Wacha ni nini?
And I think wako kwa e-citizen, right?
Yeah. So this is the website in kumis.nec.ac.ke. Unaenda tu hapo hivyo, alafu they can verify the nini for you. So you don't need to go home. Alafu ambie, you tell somebody who's coming over akulete certificate zako. So you don't need to appear in person.
Yeah, you don't.
Yep, you don't need to appear in person. Aya, turudi kwa nini hiyo imetu come on.
Unastation ameuliza tieni Kemboi na ana passport.
What's the average years people get citizenship after getting the green card?
5 years.
Miaka 5.
Yeah. It depends on the green card. So if it's a DV lottery, it's 5 years. If it's a marriage based, it's 3 years.
3 years.
At 2.5 years, you can start applying for it because one is it takes 6 months to process your documents. Then by the time you hit 3 years, you can push your appointment time. Unaambia hii time sitakuwa, so they push it. Push until the time utakuwa umaliza hiyo time.
Yep.
3 years.
Aya. Nani Wambo Gifted Diaries anauliza, when applying and you're not in Kenya, does the details address matter? So Aimati, by the way I think vile alisema mailing address ilikuwa inatumika kitambo, but these days they no longer do that. Aya. Kariuki Wambugu, I've been unlucky thrice. Kuna jamaa nilisikia ameapply for 10 years bila kupata. Mwambie
yeah, keep applying. Kuna jamaa nilipata aliapply for 16 years. The 17th year is when he got
16 years. So
yes.
So
there's a time also we had a lady who applied for 8 years. The 9th year is when they got.
Wakapata. Okay. Gegen pressing anauliza, after you are selected, do you feel the DS to 60 immediately? Ndo upate case number high ama unaenda medicals?
After you get selected, that is when you get your case number. That 2NL comes with your case number.
Yeah.
You fill your DS to 60 immediately if you have the documents, the right documents at that time. Don't fill DS to 60 if you don't have documents.
Yeah.
Make sure you assemble. Yeah, you assemble everything before you can fill your DS to 60, because utakuwa back and forth, unaambia KCC unlock this, unafill tena, then upate document ingine uambie tena unlock. Make sure you have the documents.
Yeah. Juu alikuwa anauliza ati case number iko mbali in such a way that ukifikiwa visa zimeisha. Visa waambie nini kufunga nini na visa kuisha.
The duration ina nini? Ukipewa case number iko mbali, wao wanapeana case numbers extra, not that everybody will be processed. But every year they have a quarter, a certain number they have to reach, a threshold. So if last year they didn't reach that threshold, this year they will try as much as possible to make that deficit of last year. And they have to process like almost every case number from October 1st to September 30th of the following year. Your fiscal year lazima wakuwa process as many as possible. When you fill your DS to 60 on time, it gives you like a lucky chance of getting the interview dates. Second thing, uh, interview dates are zinakuwa altered embassy availability ya kufanya appointment. Sometimes the embassy doesn't have dates. Inabidi they cannot schedule you an appointment. So you might lose it because the embassy doesn't have dates and the time has passed.
Okay. I think we anauliza, this one is asking about the single mother. I think we talked about that. Mojikith, how about when you don't have that somebody have to take a picture from Kenya to Qatar? Can I use a clear photocopy, a colored one? Someone is asking about this.
No, you cannot use a photocopy because you're altering with the pixels.
Yeah.
Hizo pixels itaonekana, and this is something that is viewed by a machine, not a human. There's a time I was talking about how behind the scenes what is being done by KCC, and they process the photos first. They give the machine the photos, then it selects those that looks like human being. So every photo that has altered pixels, whereas Yeka Kando, they will look at them like randomly. Yeah.
They'll disqualify you from the
So
process.
you can take a picture. Like there's a time I showed people how you can clearly take a good picture with your phone. If you're having an iPhone, kama mtu ako na iPhone ama Samsung, ina take a good picture. Enda simama kwa wall ya white, car straight, take a picture. When you go to the photo tool inakwambia, you can take a picture using your phone. It's not something complicated.
Yeah. Tafuta mutu, mpatie simu, simama kwa wall ya white, akupige simu.
Yeah. Use the photo tool. Ukichukua your picture, you upload it on the photo tool, crop here.
It'll crop
the right size.
The right size. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I did a video for them about photos and the requirements that you need. But yeah,
trust me, they don't watch, they don't listen to it.
Yeah. But the thing is, especially for people in the Gulf, people in Gulf are the ones that always complain because they're saying, oh, they don't have photo studio. You don't need to have a studio. Get a friend, stand in front of a white wall, take a picture, and then you have the tools to be able to resize it according to. And then also I put the website that you can be able to check them to see if they qualify. The right.
Yeah, even there's online photo cropping tools. You don't need to be in a studio to crop your photo to a right size.
Yeah. Yep. Question: which date did he apply for his green card? If someone wants to apply through him, does he charge or does he do it for free? What's the biggest secret to winning the DV lottery? Love from Dubai.
DV lottery doesn't have a secret. It's a lottery. That's why it's called a DV lottery. It's a lottery. Diversity visa lottery. Nikawa sport pesa. Haina point utasema ati hapa ni trick iko. I used to apply for people and they ended up being mute on me after succeeding. So I stopped applying for people. I was doing it for free. I wasn't charging anybody. Nowadays I focus on helping now the people wenye wamekwama kwa barabara. Let's say the DS to 60 imekwama somewhere, or the USCIS need documentation and they don't understand what they need. I chip it there, and I help out for free. I don't charge. Wait, I niko na 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Aya, 10 minutes. Kuna mtu alikuwa anakuuliza nini? Ati if it's easier to get a green card if you're on this end, akona F1 visa.
Wewe unajua ni kitu anasema. I will not answer that one.
Ajanga is pleading the fifth on that one.
Yeah.
On that one. Okay. Aya. I heard that ukiapply DV lottery that na ufail baadaye ukitaka kwenda US na visa wanaweza kuletea shida watadhani nini. No, so there's a difference between playing the lottery and actually filling out the DS.
Attending the interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
so
the difference.
yeah. So and
like playing, it doesn't have anything on you.
Yeah. Yeah. So kucheza playing entry doesn't have anything because it's just a random, it's a lotto. You're pretty much sending in your information for the machine or whatever they do use to pick the name. So this one will not affect your visa, whatever other visa you're applying for.
Yeah, and also nimetaka kusema nini? When you're going on a visit visa, your reasons doesn't justify if you're getting the visa or not.
Yep. All right. Me mailing I think he was talking about the mailing address. The mailing address was being used in 2000.
Zile mailing ilikuwa inatumia 2000 ile masaa watu wako technology jo. Hii masaa watu wako huyo alikuwa anauliza mambo na mailing.
Yeah.
I answered that.
Yeah, Evans Walishe, how do you fill the form if you don't have a Form 4 certificate? It's so there's that when there's that primary only. If you didn't go, you can do. So if you went to high school and didn't graduate, you can do high school, no degree. Or if you just went to primary, you can just say primary, and then you'll have to meet the experience part of it. Ati Caroline Wambui wenye walioana kama iste wakaachana.
Yeah, I answered that one.
Okay. What if I did a college certificate? Which category? I think we talked about that. Yeah. You know, if you fill in your college, you're gonna need your college too verified. And so, but if you just do the high school, it'll be easier. The only minimum requirement is to have a high school.
Yeah, high school diploma.
Yeah. Joseph Mololo, I am married and I intend not to go with their family to the US. Must I present their documents?
Akusema why he doesn't want to travel with the family. Are they separated? Are they divorced?
No, I think he's married, but he doesn't want to come with the family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Reason. You have to tell the embassy what is the reason.
So wait, when you're filling out your DS260 in this case, do you say, because they ask you the question, you're married?
The DS260 inakwambia, like if you're a primary applicant, inakupatia two options.
Yeah.
Either you're traveling at the same time or follow to join.
And if you choose follow to join,
you go to the same visa appointment, but they have 6 months to travel after you travel.
Oh, wait. So the first option you said you can travel with them, and then the other one is follow to join. But in both instances, do you still have to go with your family to the interview?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to pay for the visa fees and all those things. If you fill in you're married, if you put your family in, you have to also know that the cost will be added by the number of people times the number of people.
If you don't want them to join, you request for your DS260 to be unlocked, then you remove the family. Then you put in a single.
Wait, so
why would you draw? Huh?
What if you entered married in the entry?
Hizo vitu za entry, unajua hizo ni zile vitu za Bahati.
Informational. So it doesn't matter.
That's why wanakuuliza little information about you.
So people don't worry. Kama ulijaza uko married au uko married. Ile msema
Yeah.
kweli, the absolute
Is
truth
it
is
due?
60.
Yeah, yeah, is it years to 60? Trust me, at a year of birth it may change.
Okay. So you guys have had, doesn't matter what you did in the entry, the DS to 60 is ultimately what they have in their system, and they can check the
Yeah,
DS,
your years to 60 is now the document that is going through people.
the
Not
NVC.
your not
Mhm.
your original application. Your
Yep.
initial, you're the basic, very basic.
Okay. Last time I applied, website had a lot of traffic, which made me submit the application more than once. And that is a problem, right?
Yeah, when so the first few days the network is jammed because everybody
Wants
is
to apply.
trying to apply, so the system is overcrowded. The last few days, the last days also it's overcrowded because now everybody she gonna panic. Oh, in Asia,
Wait for people.
the best time goja majioni ya Kenya, like saa mbili saa tatu usiku ya Kenya
Amka, we wake up when people are
inakwanga,
working.
yeah, inakwanga kind of relax a little bit, and hiyo ndio masaa unaweza weka. Ukifanya multiple entry inakuanga kama automatic disqualification. Though
Disqualification.
sometime back kuna jamaa alisema aliapply twice, but alitumia I think different information, then he got one, so he was worried about if he will lose. You can't lose if umepata uwezi nini. How do you put XX in the birth certificate name? Unaenda kwa nini, kwa
Yo,
registrar of birth certificates, and you remove the father. Unawambia tu you want to remove the father, watapiga x mingi hapo. Hiyo ni legit. Sasa kama hauna passport, wewe ni boy kwanza, you need to be deported back before you can get your passport.
yeah. Applying late or early, does it determine the case number you're going to
No,
get? No.
the computer determines.
Ati when one applies the DV lottery within the first 2 days, when is the probably time to have feedback?
Your feedback you'll get in May the following
Yeah,
year.
May following, yeah. Okay, I think this is the Nini Alafu way. Can I submit together with my certificate? Like,
No, it doesn't ask you for any PDFs.
yeah, yeah. What happens when you win a DV lottery and you're in a different country?
So hiyo nilitaka kujibu, but now because you're going through the questions, I said I will answer later on. So let's say you are in Qatar, and your country is Kenya. So on your DS to 60, you're filling your DS to 60. There is a place it asks you which embassy you want your visa interview to be conducted. If you don't want to go back in Kenya, just say Qatar, kama kuna US embassy there. They will conduct your interview there. But still, you will have to get a good contact from Kenya. If you want to travel back to conduct your interview in Kenya, andika hapo, US Embassy Nairobi. They will take your case over there. But if it's 2 weeks to your interview, you cannot change it.
Yeah. Poor. Wait. Okay. That's one asking about the crystal clear. Yeah, there are requirements about the photo. It needs to
Yeah,
be clear.
yeah. I think ONP ametengeneza video about photos. I saw it.
Yep. Just yeah.
Make sure you don't have shadows. Lighting is good. Your face is nothing crazy. Just a simple smile, not over smiling. Colored shirt, not a white shirt, because you need a white background. No hats unless it's a religious one. No glasses. Uh, Make sure at least maskio zinaonekana vizuri, ndio
Wait,
huwa ina make your posture vizuri.
Ajanga, is Rastafari a religion?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, so you can bobo?
Yeah, Rastafari is a religion.
As long as your full face is visible, you can
Yeah,
throw it
you'll have to move it a little bit high
or put
and
a bun. Yeah,
above your ears. Yeah.
yeah, put a bun. E- okay. What if nilienda? What can I do if you have a visitor visa?
Ukiwa kama ulishakuwa visit bado inside the US there's consulates. It's not that they are everywhere. Kuna consular offices, that's why kuna USCIS field offices.
Yep, yep. And then, but please make sure you are not out of status. If you are not out of
Yeah,
status, unfortunately for Kemboi, even if you win the green card, unless you have a top shelf lawyer, your chances are so yeah. That's why don't always if you can find a way to not be out of status, please don't do that. You can always
yeah,
extend
yeah.
your visa or change your visa. What are my chances of winning as a South African born candidate?
It's a lottery.
Christian, it's a lottery. Yeah.
It's a lottery. Sometime when they start doing DV 2024, that is October 1st, I'll be able to obtain the demographics, like
So
the
actually,
threshold their countries,
yeah,
how they picked. Kuna ingine inatakanga tu only 3 people, like Lesotho, they only pick 3 people or 4, sometimes 2.
yeah.
So
I actually had that. I had the thing with all the info. If I
so
can
kila
find.
country inakuanga na numbers. Ati Ajanga, give us your Instagram handle, we follow. Mi Instagram yangu ni private, hata siekagi kitu.
Yeah.
Hadi nitoke military. But if you already have a good conduct from Kenya, is that okay? Your good conduct is only good for 6 months. You'll need a new one, and depending on the time, you will have to renew it again. Make sure it's current when you're going for your visa interview.
All right. Yeah.
If nilienda na visit visa, kuna vile naweza pata green card apart from getting married. Yeah, ukipata job na hiyo job iko willing to file for you to get a green card. Yeah.
Yep.
Unaweza kuwa asylum seeker. Yeah.
Yep.
Unaweza kuwa umepigwa na mtu, you get a T1 visa.
U visa.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways, but
There's
you need a lot of justifications.
Yeah, so many ways. Yeah, you can get the short term, the temporary way, non-immigrant visas, work visas, the H
Yeah.
visa. You can go the EB3 visa, which is the work green card, which is a work green card. So there's a number of ways that you can, there's the EB. I've talked about the national interest waiver. That's an area too. Um,
Sorry.
okay. Kushman anasema mmesema verification ya KCSE certificate ni during the lottery application ama ukishinda
After
or it's not
umeshinda.
after you win.
Alafu huyo ameuliza how do I feel Facebook ID in gears to 60 if I had already deactivated it? You don't need to put your social media handles.
Yeah.
Ikitu sumbua watu. You don't. Just click none. Any social media handles, none.
Yeah. I don't think unless you are flagged by the NSA for like terrorist stuff. I don't think they don't care about your little TikTok, Facebook accounts.
Is it a must to have a host, or can you prove that you can financially provide for yourself? Okay, it's not a must you have a host, but it's recommended to have a host because you will prove that you can live in an Airbnb for 3 months. That is the only thing they need to know from you. But remember, you need fees. You need somewhere a foundation to start on with. Huwezi kuwa kwa hoteli and your documents ziende kwa hoteli zitapotea. You will move from that hotel and
Yep.
ukiwa na host, hata kama uta move out from that house, documents zikifika hapo bado atakucontact kukwambia documents zako zilikuja. Can I apply with different ladies? Hey. Nasikia mkiapply wengi per country mnapata wasee wengi. Nimesema every country inakuanga imepatiwa threshold ya number they need. So hata Ghana huwa ina apply watu 2 million and they still get 1,200.
You get the same number.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, Owen.
Wait, sawa.
Wacha ni shoot.
Wait, Ajanga, if you I can answer the rest of the questions, but if people want to find you, where can they find you?
TikTok at Ajanga. My TikTok is Ajanga. You get me with the same name, and also when my Instagram is Ajanga.1. It's private. Niko na Facebook pia Ajanga Moses. You get me there.
So if they want to find you, they find you on mostly on TikTok. Ajanga.
Yeah, mostly on TikTok. I answer a lot of questions on TikTok.
Yeah. So is it just Ajanga or do you have 69 pseudo?
No, niko na pseudo. I can't tell my pseudo. Because people will get me. It's an underscore. Wacha ni type kwa comment, then you can put it there.
Okay. Okay. Man, thank you so much for coming through and answering the questions. I super grateful.
Right.
Super grateful mazee umekuja umetupatia nini? When nikuuliza swali before uende, affidavit of support ina nini unaongelea kidogo tu.
Affidavit of support is just information about you, the host you're going to, and him acknowledging that he's hosting you.
Kuna form, is it a form they can go download online?
Yeah, it's from I-134 if you're doing for Greencard lottery, from I-134.
From I-134.
Wale watu wanapetitiania watu ni from I-864.
Aya, sawa. We, shukran sana Ajanga. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time.
Next time sitakuwa na homa.
Aya, watu wangu. Thank you, man. Thank you. Aya, fiti. Bana. Yeah, hopefully mmesaidika. I try as much as possible to bring people who, they can impart information. I feel like information is power. When you are well informed, then you're well aware. We can, we don't have to end right now. We can go through some questions that you have. Actually, I was trying to find the Excel that has I had an Excel that I had the numbers for the people who've won the DV lottery, but trying to find it. But we can go through some of the questions. So yeah, I mean, this guy who was talking about the ladies, if you're married, say you're married. If you're single, say you're single. Don't complicate your situation. Don't put things that you're not able to support. If you put married, make sure you have a marriage certificate. Because if you put married and you don't have a marriage certificate, or it's dated after you filled your DS to 60, then that's going to disqualify you. Say what you need to say. Don't complicate your situation. You don't need to. If you're single, stay single. And then, there's people who always, after you win and you submitted after you win, they you, hey, can you add me into your entry, into your DS to 60. Just go fast. Don't, because some of these things, they come in and complicate, especially if it's not an actual real marriage and someone is just telling you to add them there. That might complicate your situation. And for you've won your golden chance, your golden opportunity to come to the US, because coming to the US with the DV lottery is a golden opportunity. You come here and you can start working anytime. So don't complicate your situation, tafadhali. Go honesty is the best key. It's always easy to answer when you've when you've answered questions honestly, because sometimes you might go to the embassy and they might catch you in a lie, and you don't want that. You don't want that. Kim Kahura and Asama, they saying there must be something fishy when students are under F1 to DV lottery or any permanent visas. No, I don't think there's anything fishy. You can change, as long as you're an F1 student, you've maintained status, you can win the green card lottery and adjust your status. Okay? Yeah. For you to, the green card is open to anybody who doesn't have a green card or a citizenship. It is open to anybody. It doesn't matter what country, what area you are in. As long as you can meet the high school, as long as you can meet you completed the high school, or you're able to show the 2-year work experience in that video that I did for you, you are and your country is eligible, because that's the other thing. Countries like Canada, Nigeria, they're not eligible. Okay, so but as long as you were born in a country that was eligible, it doesn't matter what area or space you are in this world. Yeah, you can be in Indonesia, you can be under the rock somewhere in Siberia, you can be in the Gulf, you can be in Turkey, you can be anywhere. But as long as your country is eligible, you finished your high school, and that's those, and you have a good photo, just apply, because you never know. Because the awesome thing about the DV lottery is when you come in as a DV lottery, you are able to start your life very well. Some people who come in here with non-immigrant visa, so the DV lottery falls under the category of immigrant visas. This means you are coming to the US permanently. You get here, it takes a few days, for you to start getting, you get your green card in the mail, you're able to apply for your social security number, you're able to start living life, applying jobs, getting loans, all these different things. Okay. Joseph Ndegwa, currently I'm working in military base as a contractor. And I managed to visit USA. Do you think my chances are more? It looks like if you're a contractor, as long as you meet the requirements, you have a good travel history. I've talked a lot about the visitor visa. So, I have playlists too for those of you who are joining me here today. I have made it easier for you guys. In my YouTube channel, I have done what is called playlists, and I can show you. I have done playlists to make it easy for people who are in certain situations. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. I make it super easy for you guys because I go ahead and do some of these things to make it easy for you. So, whoa, my thing disappeared. My thing disappeared. Okay, all right. So let me remove your thing here and try and make this. Okay, so if you go to my YouTube channel and you go under playlists, see, so you'll see videos, live posts, stories, playlists. If you go under, you'll find, so this immigration has most of the immigration videos I've done. You can see there's 160 of them. DV lottery videos, there's about 30 of them. See, and that has a playlist on everything DV lottery related. This has a lot of my videos. I have over 400 videos, guys. Yeah. If you're looking for work visas, US jobs, working remotely, working from your country, there's that playlist for USA jobs and business ideas. 56 videos that are there for you. If you want videos about living abroad, I have those. If you have videos about hope and inspiration, I have those. And then there's this. If you are looking to come to the US as a US visitor visa, with a US visitor visa, B1, B2, I have 49 videos that are extensive. When I do my videos, I do them extensively. Yeah. I'm talking to you about US, questions you might be asked, conferences, conferences you can apply for 2023, 2024. I go through, interview questions, all these things, everything that you need to get prepared for the US visitor visa interview. I have those. If you're looking for Canada immigration, I have 41 videos on Canada immigration, and so on and so on and so on and so forth. So this YouTube channel, let me tell you something, and some people take this for granted. You don't find people who take that, when you find people who take the time to research, like I do, to bring you some things that other people don't talk about, man, it's good to appreciate those people. That's why it's like, before you leave today, make sure you hit the like, man. Hit the like, share this video to somebody who is out there, because the green card lottery is open to people who, they won't ask you for your bank statement, all these things, your ties, things. It's an opportunity that's open for everybody. But my YouTube channel has a variety. So it has a variety. And if you're coming in here, you don't have any history, no knowledge, you don't know where to start from scratch, I would recommend go through the playlists, go through the visas. All the visas are, I'm still unpacking. There's still a lot of visas that I need to do. I need to do U visas, T visas, P visas, O visas, R visas. All these visas I haven't done. I haven't done H2A visas. I haven't done H2B visas. I haven't done EB3 visas. I haven't done E2 visas. There is a lot of there's a lot of content that I'm still going to be bringing to you. But if you're here, don't pay an agent. I'm here doing this for you for free. Me, the only thing I ask is, hit the like, share my videos. But then, you'll get so much information, and so on and so forth. I think, wait, let me see. Someone is asking about the R1 visa. I can talk about an R1 visa in a different category. It will be interesting to know. It's the first time I hear about DV lottery as a South African. I'm so interested. Actually, so what I can do is I can actually try and look for you the visa bulletin. Visa bulletin. Let me see. It's usually August. August is the, let me see. Fiscal year 2022. I'll find it for you here. The visa bulletin, the particular visa bulletin that has the winners. I'll tell you, come on. There's usually one that has the, oh yeah. And I landed on it the first try I made. Okay, let me share this tab and share with you. Let me remove your comment. Okay, so these are the numbers for DV. Which DV is this one? I think it's the last one, last year one. Let me check. DV 22 program. Let me go. Okay, so this is the last one. Dates of the DV 2023. It's still a valid, Nini. Still a valid. But this is the number of people who won, like in Africa. Okay, so you can see the numbers. Northern African countries often win. Northern African countries often win like the most. So you'll see like Algeria won the most. Egypt was another one. Where is Egypt? Egypt was another one. And then Morocco. So you'll see the Northern African countries. They win a lot. Kenya, highest who win. Ghana is also up there for countries, the number of people who are selected. South Africa. So this is your country. South Africa, there is 222 people who won from South Africa. Yeah, and then Congo. So Congo is the other one. Congo and North African countries. win a lot. But like countries like, for my people, there's Tanzania doesn't have very many people who win, but I also think they don't have many people who play the DV lottery. Tanzania only 165, compared to like Kenya, 3,400. So you see, like there's 3,200 more people winning in Kenya than they are in, Tanzania. You go to Uganda. Where is Uganda? Uganda, there's 1,044. So it's more than Tanzania, but it's still way less than Kenya. Burundi is there, 400 people. So not so many people, but also two smaller country, not so many people also play, the DV lottery in. So yeah, you can see this. I'll put this link in. I'll put this link in the description of the video. I think it was the same thing here. If I look at DV 2024, let me look at August to see if August is the month that they publish the numbers. They published the numbers. So that was DV 2023 that just ended. And it doesn't look like, DV 2024 was published. I don't think they published it in August. I'm trying to look here to see the visa bulletin. So they didn't publish it in let me see, September. This is for DV 2024. So DV 2024 is the one that people applied for last October and November, and they got their results in May of this year. Oh yeah. Okay. So let me share this. So this is DV 2024. Okay. And we'll see how it changed. So it's you'll kind of see it's like a theme. See, Algeria was very high last year. Actually, so Algeria went down. There were 55,000 last year. Wait, DV 2023, DV 2024, there were 51. So they reduced by 400. And then Burundi, they were 400 in 2023, and then they went up by another 476 in 2024. So the number went up high. Cameroon was high in DV 2024. It went up by like 1,000 from DV 2023. Let me see Congo. Yeah, so DR Congo, the Congo Democratic Republic, they went really down. So Congo, DV 2023, they had 4,300, and it went down to 2,500. So they went down by like close to 2,000 people, which is, I don't know why it went down by that, by that much. And then let's look at some of the countries. Eritrea, Ethiopia. Oh, Ethiopia I think also went up. Ethiopia last year, was 2,700. It went up to 3,000. So they added like 300. Now, Kenya has been going up. If there's one trend that I've realized is Kenya has been trending up for the longest. So you see, DV 2024, we had 3,760. And DV 2023, we had 3,400. Kenya has been going up steadily every year. So something about Kenya that, the numbers have been going high. And then let's look at South Africa. So South Africa, last year, it was 222. This year, South Africa is 199. Guys, make sure you like the video, share the video with people that will need this information. So yeah, South Africa is ranging about 200 people. But also, I don't think so many South Africans apply, because I think, Christina, you had said you didn't even know about this. So not so many South Africans apply. Let's look at Tanzania. So Tanzania, Tanzania. I think Tanzanians call it Tanzania. Americans call Tanzania Tanzania, but it's actually Tanzania. So Tanzania was 348 this in a DV 2024, and it actually went up from 165. So Tanzania went up by like 100 or so. South Sudan still high, South Sudan. Wait, what happened? There's Sudan and there's South Sudan. Sudan 48 to 54. Wow, there was like 600 more people from Sudan selected. So it went up high. And then Uganda 1,500, and Uganda last year, DV 2023, that will conclude the end of this month. Uganda was 1,044, and it went up to 1,500. So they added by 400. Kenya added by 300. Tanzania added like 100, and and then you have all these other countries. So you'll notice like Nigeria is not here. See, and Nigeria is not here because it's disqualified. You look at other places too. Some people in Europe still win. So you have Europe, they play and win. North America, the only country that won in North America is Bahamas. So that means Mexico doesn't play. Canada doesn't play. And then you have Oceania, and South America. So the big numbers are in Asia, and Europe has big numbers too. So you'll see a lot of people in Europe have big numbers. Asia has small numbers, which is surprising. See, Asia has very surprising. Asia has small numbers, and then Africa and Europe usually take the cake. So hopefully that helped you, Christina, to kind of look at the numbers and and how they went about. Where did I stop? Okay. What criteria are they following for one to be called for the interview? They're following the case number. So I can show you too so the visa bulletin, which is what I was showing you. Visa bulletin kind of tells you here. Let me show you actually. Which is, I think it's good information to show you about the visa bulletin. So and I'll take your comment off. So this is the visa bulletin that comes out every month, okay? And every month, so see, we started for October. They're telling us for October, this is for DV 2024, all right? So they start to put the cutoffs, okay? So they say so if your cases are 10,000 or less, if your cases are 10,000 or less, what the visa bulletin does is a green light. If your visa is 10,000 or less, if you're from Africa, 2,000 or less, if you're from Asia, 4,500 or less, or like North America too, Oceania and South America. Okay, there's some exceptions, with some countries with very high numbers, like Algeria, Egypt, Morocco. These countries have very high numbers. So for them, their number is only 7,500, and 5,500 for Egypt, and Morocco 5,600. What that means is they've been green lighted that if your case number is 10,000 or less, they can send you a 2NL. They can send you a 2NL, which gives you your which gives you your visa date, your interview date. But that is just the visa bulletin. That is just the Kentucky Consular Center saying we've green lighted. Like in Africa, you saw 10,000. Most of Africa, let's ignore the exceptions. They said 10,000. If your case is 10,000 or less, you have a green light to get a 2NL to prepare for your visa interview. That means going for your medical, verifying all your certificates and all that stuff. So there's that green light. But the problem comes in because Just because they've said 10,000 or less, they can get a 2NL. It also has to, there's also another determinant. The embassy that is processing this visas. Also, because so that is the determinant. They could be like, so they've said 10,000 or less can get a 2NL. But the problem comes in because the embassy is not able to take as many people as are given the green light by the Kentucky Consular Center. So now the embassy decides, the embassy, the number of spots they have to interview you determines whether you'll get a 2NL or not. So it's when the like let's say Kenya, when the Kenyan, the US embassy in Kenya is open, like there's some slots open to bring in and interview DV lottery winners, they'll tell Kentucky, okay, we have this many slots, send them 2NLs. Kentucky Consular Center sends you 2NL. So there's a difference between a visa bulletin, there's a difference between actual people who, so not many people who are, like 9,000 will get a 2NL because maybe the embassy is usually very busy. Hopefully I'm explaining that. That's where the case numbers really vary. So it's the embassy, like the U.S. embassy in Tanzania, the U.S. embassy in Uganda, the U.S. embassy in South Africa is the ones that are going to reach out to Kentucky Consular Center and say, we have this number of spots open, send this, and this case number, they're 2NLs, and then they'll send you 2NLs. That's where the case numbers play a big role, okay? Ajanga said you can contact him on TikTok. Kim Kahura, is it because he dodged that question when a certain lady asked, she's under F1 and asked him, acheze kama yeye? No, he was taking somebody somewhere. How can embassy tell whether you are married or single or married? Marriage certificate. Marriage certificate will tell whether you're married or single, Talk about the R1 visa. That's it's on my list of things to cover. People saying thank you for the great information. So hi, wondering, I don't have the fourth form certificate. Can I play to get up? Yeah, I cannot advise. I cannot talk on that. That one, it has to be really you. So if you don't have, if you don't have your form 4, wait, do you not have your form 4 certificate because you did not get it or because you did not go to high school? Because if you went to high school, all you need to do is go to that website, QMIS. I put it in this video. You can go back and check it. Check on that. They'll be able to, they can give you another one if you never got it. Otherwise, I cannot advise on the other question you're asking. That one, we say now Tanzania, we're ready to score many chances. New day is coming. Yeah. Part of the reason Tanzania is they get not so many people is because not very many people in Tanzania apply, or not many people in South Africa, they apply. So does the number of people who win the DV lottery vary from year to year? Yeah. So they vary year to year. And I think I kind of walked you through some comparison between DV 2023 and DV 2024. It does, you'll see some of them, it went up by 1,000, some of them it went down by 600, some of them it went, so it really does vary. It's however they're trying to, they manipulate their numbers to get. Does it mean that you require a miracle to be selected, another miracle to be interviewed? That is very true. Just because you get selected, don't sell your houses, don't sell everything, don't go quitting your jobs just because you were selected that I'm going to America. Wait until you actually get your visa, because there's a difference between being selected. There's a difference between, starting the process, because, you could have issues with your host, or something could go wrong, if you don't have your information right. So wait until you get your visa. That's when you're going to America. So don't sell your things. Yeah. DV 2023, unfortunately, is one of those years that a lot of people were disappointed. By September 5th, they had issued over 54,000 visas. That means there was only like 800 remaining. September 5th. The process is supposed to end September 30th. By now, I think they've already finished the visas. So that means they finished the visas. Anybody who never got to go to the embassy, anybody who didn't get a 2NL, they lose their chance. They lose their chance. That is why I also say, just because you won the DV lottery doesn't mean you cannot play the next one. So if you won the DV 2024, play DV 2025, because you might get different case numbers. You might get a lower case number in the next year, okay? So don't stop playing until you get your visa. You don't have a green light to come to the US, okay? So because you can win and keep, putting your DS to 60, and then you go check on your status. I've done videos. If you go to the DV lottery playlists, you'll find a video on how to check your case number, case status. You might just find yourself on NV. The Kentucky Consular Center is waiting for your embassy to say, give the green light for your case to be sent, for you to be sent a 2NL. So so if you go to the DV lottery playlist, by the way, you'll find out how much do you need to go through the whole process of and you'll also get to know some of the things like the process of filling out the DS260. I've gone through the DS260 form with you over there. I've talked about, names. If you have different names, I've talked about different scenarios. There's so many videos. So check the DV playlist if you want to know how much money you need, okay? They don't ask you for a bank statement for the DV lottery. They don't ask you, but you need money to process some of these things. Air ticket, the medical, the visa fee, the green card fee, all that information. I've talked about it. DV lottery. If you tell people that to do the application, does it? No, doing the application in the US doesn't increase your chances. How much money should you have in your bank account to settle in the US? Well, I came to the US with $5. Yeah. I landed in the US as an F1 student with $5 US. So my friend, US is a land of opportunities. Land of opportunities. If you don't have money, find connections, find people. And like you saw Ajanga came back and he's staying at his host's house. When you get a host, make sure you're very nice to your host. Be good, be courteous. We talk about so many things about hosts. Contribute. If you start earning, please pay for utilities. Say offer to pay for some things. If your host is taking you to your work, say, let me fill your gas. Let me do something. Help out in the chores. Be courteous. Don't just sit there, eat their food, fat, and sleep there, and you're not doing anything. You're not helping. It's like you arrived. You just sit, watch TV 24 hours, man. Let me tell you, good relationships with people who are hosting you are people who, they're capable because they have to meet the threshold for you to be able to host you. But also those are very important people, and you need to keep those relationships because you never know when you might need them. You never know when you might need them. So don't go spoiling your name, because those people are very important. So don't just, be nice, be courteous. If you go under someone's roof, don't go spreading their information to everybody. Sometimes like people come, they host you, and then after that, you go air their dirty linens out in public. You know what you have done? You are very ungrateful, because that person might just say, I will never host anybody. And so because of you being not courteous, you've cut off anybody else who was to benefit from that host. But also too, you've cut out your blessing, because it's not a blessing when somebody blesses you and then you in turn come and treat them badly. Someone who's willing to host you, they like appreciate what they have done. They might not be your cup of tea. They might not be the best people, But if they're hosting you, they're giving you a place to sleep, a place to eat, be respectful. Stay there, even if you don't like the atmosphere, you don't like the rules that you have to live under, it's okay. You're not there permanently. You're there and, go to work as much as possible, save enough money, find another roommate, move out, but don't live on bad terms. You see, don't live on bad terms. Don't badmouth them. Don't start, man. You are in someone else's house. Live by their rules. If you had your own money, you could have gone and rented your own apartment, but you don't. So just be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Let me ask based on what nimeuliza. Unafaa kufanya medicals? No, you do your medicals after you get your 2NL. You do. So once they send you the second 2NL is the second notification letter. Once they send you that, that's when you do your medical. So, and they'll give you everything. The green card process is very straightforward. They'll kind of walk you through the whole process. But also, if you want to know the whole process I've gone through, I have a video done on that. There's no age limit for the DV lottery. Yeah, there's no age limits. It varies. I think some of them say 18 to 35, 18 to it just, and it also depends with the branch. Sometimes they might have exceptions for your age if you're qualified. 2NL. What is 2NL? That's the question. 2NL. 2NL, I've explained, is the second notification letter. Second notification letter. The first notification letter, if they would call it the 1NL, is when on May, next month, when you fill your DV, you do your entry and you come check your results in May, you get the first notification. That's the first notification letter telling you that you have been selected. And then once you've been selected, you fill the DS260, you submit it, your DS260 goes in line. And then now, according to your case number, the first thing Kentucky Consular Center does, it green lights your case numbers. So like we looked right now in October. So this is the October, I believe which I think this is this a September visa bulletin? I'm trying to go to the top to make sure that I'm referring to the right. Yeah, so this is the September. So September said up to 10,000 visas, up to, if your case is 10,000 or less, you can get your 2NL. But then you have to wait for your embassy to get ready for you, and then they'll tell Kentucky Consular Center, and then when Kentucky Consular Center is informed there's space for you to interview, they will send you what is called your 2NL. Your 2NL, your second notification letter, is the one that notifies you that your interview is on this date, and it tells you, go ahead and book your medical, and then get ready for your interview. I thought you do medical. No, see, you cannot do medical unless you do your 2NL. You get your 2NL. So, and the fact that you've gotten your 2NL is that's a very good indication. That's a very good indication that your chances of getting your visa are higher. Okay, so then that's when you get your 2NL. It tells you your your interview is gonna be on this date. So you already have a visa interview scheduled, and so you go do your medical. What does one feel for? Because if you were born outside Nairobi, that's what we talked about. The address, just fill in the address. You can fill in whatever address. It doesn't matter. You can put whatever city. Nairobi is a city. Nairobi is a province. Or you can put an A for province if you live in a city. If you live in a place that doesn't have a province. Any, just choose wherever you live. Put that address. It is not important. What's important is your names, to make sure that you have your names right, your last name, your middle name, and your first name. Use your passport. If you don't have your passport, use your birth certificate. The next thing too is, making sure that you're putting in your marriage status right, the kids right, and the email address right. Because without an email address, you will never get the first notification letter. You'll never get communication, which would be unfortunate, because they send you communication through your email. And if you don't have access to your email, then you lose a lot. So your email is very important. There's a notice from US Embassy that so let me explain the naming of DV lotteries. The way they name the DV lotteries is when these lotteries will end. And by the way, I'm about to end. So because I have to go to my son's soccer here soon. So DV 2023, okay? I think this is the last questions. We've been here a while. DV 2023. If DV 2023, those people filled DV 2023 in October of 2021, October to November of 2021. It is called DV 2023 because the lottery ends September 30th, 2023. Okay? So the DV 2023 will end September 30th of this month. That's why they call it DV 2023. People who played last year, October 2022, October to November, they are called DV 2024. Why are they called that? Because the last time you can get a visa is September 30th, 2024. DV 2024, because the program ends 2024. See, after September 30th of this month, if you were not called for the interview and there's no, or if the visas, so here's where I'll talk about your question. DV 2023, unfortunately, was a very sad year for a lot of people because the visas, by the time September 5th was here, they had issued over 54,000 visas. The cap for a year is 55,000. So that means by September 5th, there were only 800 or so remaining visas. And so that program will end. If you haven't gotten your 2NL from DV 2023, unfortunately, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it, and the program will end. But like years in the past, the program has, up until September 30th, people have had visa interviews until September 30th. September 30th is the absolute last day that you can get a visa. If you don't have a visa interview by September 30th, forget you will not get the visa. You will not get the lottery. Forget that year, go to the next year and apply. That's why I keep telling people, just because you won doesn't mean that's the end. Keep applying. Keep applying. You are increasing your chances, because one year you have high case number, another year you have a low case number. And I think that's it. We've talked a lot today. There's been a lot of information shared in the 3 hours that we have, man. Like always, man, please don't go without hitting a like. Don't go without sharing a video. This information is very critical. Our people, they're getting conned and scammed by agents. Just over the course of last year, so many people have reached out to me wondering, and someone applied for me. I don't know where they are. I don't have any email address to be able to recover my confirmation number. I have nothing. Unfortunately, some of those people had won, but because your agent has disappeared, or because the agent goes in and fills in wrong information, it gets you to a point where you are either denied your visa or you are disqualified. So do it by yourself. I'll try. When it opens up, I'll try and go online and we can do something. I cannot fill it for you. I think if I have to complete the application for you, then I think you guys have to pay me for my time to actually complete it for you. I do give you information for free to do it for yourself. But if you want me to do it for you, unfortunately, that is, that's a different level. I would have to charge for me to be able to do that. And so, I might decide to do that for people who are still don't want to watch my videos and learn all this information. Because how is it that after all these videos today, like these 3 hours, how is it that somebody would say, I have no idea about the DV lottery? All right, watu wangu. Please elaborate story a case. Please elaborate story na case number juu unasikia mtu ako na case number 30K na nakosa interview. Yeah. So here's the thing about case numbers. And I've talked, I've done videos. If you go to the playlist, the DV lottery playlist, you will see me talk about the, the cap, the 55,000 cap, the case numbers. I've talked about this in my videos. What I'm saying is there are 55,000 visas that need to be issued every year for the DV lottery. But when they select the number of people, they select way more than 55,000 people. You see, they select way more than 55,000. Like, some years it's been 120,000. So 55,000, 120,000. What does that mean? That means about 65,000 people are not going to get visas. That is, so just because you are in Africa and your case number is 30,000, you see, and your case number is 30,000, doesn't mean that you're going to that it's just 35,000 ahead of you. There's all the other regions. There's Africa, there's Asia, there's Latin America, there's Europe, there's all these different things. Ajanga went and came back. Ajanga.
Yeah.
Yeah. We. Please elaborate. Ebu ambie story ya case number. Tell them about case number.
Please elaborate story case number. Unasikia mtu ako na case number 30K na anakosa interview na case 55K zinafaa kushughulikiwa. Kwani kunaendaje? So watu wengine, they don't submit their DS-260 on time. So there's no way the embassy can shughulikia your stuff and you didn't submit it. Alafu simu yangu iko wapi?
Nini imepotea?
Give me a second, I'm coming.
Oh yeah, sure. Jiji impressing. Swali ya mwisho, utafanya nini ndio kesi yako ikuwe juu? You cannot do anything. That is random. It's called, when they select you, they give you the case number. You cannot do anything. That is beyond your control. That is Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam decides that for you. Uncle Sam decides that for you. In fact, create WhatsApp group here. I have a Telegram group. Yeah, and the link is in every video that I do. So yeah, you cannot manipulate your case number. Your case number is your case number. Your case number is your case number. Yeah, where? Man, that was I've been here 3 hours. Hey man, if they paid me by the hour, I would have made some good money now. If they paid me like I was at work, I would be right now. I would have made some good money. 3 hours, 25 minutes. 3 hours, 25 minutes. As we're waiting, I think, for Ajanga. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? But I think, wow, yeah, we've covered a lot today. Covered a lot today. Covered a lot. Covered a lot. Yeah, I think I'll let Ajanga finish that last question, and then we can call it. We can call it a day. Call it a day. Eh. But otherwise, man, keep coming back here for more information. There's a lot more information, a lot of information that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. I am not mimi si mchoyo. Aya, are you back? Oh, are you mute? Oh, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted. I think you're muted, Ajanga.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to switch my internet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Inakuwa na nini? Nasema mob, I don't want to.
Yeah. What does that fill up kwa city? Yeah, and they also wanted to know you. How can we contact you? I think he said he put his Janga put his link there. Please make sure you share the video. I think it's helpful for people to get good, accurate information. People to get accurate information. I think Ajanga is still working on his internet. Naftari Owen, big up. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. We have to help our people. We have to help our people, Bana. Yeah, and this is a good way for you to come to the US, and giving you the right information helps you apply correctly. And there's not a good clean DV entry. Good clean DV entry, it gives you the opportunity to win. Gives you the opportunity to win. Na ukishinda na hauna host na ujui mtu yoyote majuu. Yeah, when Ajanga is back, he can answer that. But you know what I can say about hosting is, with the internet, the world has become a global village, and sometimes we tend to use social media in the wrong way. We tend to use social media in the wrong way. And so take advantage of social media. When I was coming to the US 2009, a lot of these things were not available, but now you can get in TikTok and interact with, people who are actually in the US. And so those are some of the, those interactions, go there, give to those people. You never know. It could be opening a door, connect with these people. These people are in the US. You go to YouTube, you have all these people who are living in the US, they're doing content about the US. Ask those people. So many ways of finding a host is, as long as you're not hiding, don't just go to the internet to do sherati.
Hey, nimerudi.
Aya.
Internet inajaribu kuleta mushkili hapa kidogo kidogo.
Aya, utajibu hiyo nini kwanza? Hiyo ya case number.
Yeah. So, earlier on, I had explained about why it was good the time walikuwa wanaitisha document first before they can schedule you for an interview. Right. So, with that, walikuwa once you have submitted your documents, that is when they were scheduling you for interview, regardless of the time. But now, because they went back to what they were doing before the document period, inamaanisha if a case was 30,000 and you didn't submit, let's say 20,000, and the visa bulletin for December is 20,000, and your documents are not processed for December interviews, the chances of you getting that visa interview is very minimal, because now they have passed that, they are going next to the other case numbers. So, ndio ina happen. I think a lot of people this year walikuwa caught up with that because now your time passed and then your document were not approved by USCIS, and now you are struggling. What happened? What went wrong? Ni wanarudi to the old ways, which is a very bad idea. And it's just if you miss your visa bulletin month, then you're done.
Poa. Wait, Ajanga. I just realized that I have to jet for my son's soccer. So, we'll schedule another one. I know, we'll schedule another one to kind of go deeper into, some of these questions, some of the logistical ones. But man, I appreciate your time and your help in this.
I'm here. The whole of this month, I'm on vacation.
Okay.
I'll be going back October 1st. That is when I'll be flying back. Yeah.
Man, I'll try and find that.
Any weekend I'm available.
Sawa. Fiti, my dear. Thank you so much, though. Thank you for coming through, man, and always willing to share information freely.
Fiti. Wacha nichome mahindi, nataka kuhakikisha jiko sasa.
Sawa. Wacha nikimbie. Haya. Asante sana. Haya, fiti. Watu wangu. Man, sini hivo. Thank you so much for, tuning in. Thank you for your, thank you for the likes, kwa comments, everything. Nashukuru maze. Don't leave without, hitting that like, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. Alafu, you'll get notified, man. A lot of information coming, a lot of good content coming, good things coming. Brian Kipkurui, your question is right. Yeah. So there's no 200,000 case, but if there's a 35,000 case in Africa, there might be another 35,000 case in Europe. So there's so many people. The visas are more, the selectees are more than the visas that are to be issued. That's why some people don't get selected. That's why if your case number is so high, you won't get a visa. Aya, sawa. Watu wangu, man, until next time, man, be blessed.